God damn. God damn, good morning. I am very stuffed up. Maybe I should have put my ice pack back on my head. Holy fuck. I am, in fact, recovering. So that's good. I actually slept the full night last night, and I can breathe through my fucking nose a little bit. It's beautiful. Stuffed, but not in the fun way. Abso-fucking-lutely. That's fucking awful. Forky, heckin' thank you for that 2-month resub, my guy. Thank you for the 2 months of Proom. 2 months, thank you! Thank you. Slept a whole night. I know, it was wonderful. I woke up incredibly fucking disoriented. And I saw somebody do this, but they did it on the screen that has no audio.
Mods in the chat, ever lucky.
Yeah, no. How's the throat today? I still have a cough, but my throat is pretty alright, actually. My nose is the gap stop right now. My nose fucking hates me. I'm still drinking ginger ale like it's water. Is it the coof? Nah. No, it's not the coof. It's just a regular garden variety flu. Gotta love waking up like you've been hit with a stun grenade. Oh my god. Oh my god. Somebody in chat was just like, she's taking a while. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Usually I'm like 5-6 minutes. Like when you said that, it was like 6.5. That extra 30 seconds really feeling it for you. Don't sound like a 3-pack a day smoker anymore. No, but I can tell I sound funny because I can feel it. I can feel the reverberations in my throat that aren't usually there, and my nose is just really stuffed up. How dare the Foyd be late? Oh my god. I was on the intro screen for 54 hours. Hold on, wait a minute. The nose makes a huge difference. You know, I am more solidified in my belief that your sense of smell is actually what makes things taste. Right? Because like when you're sick and your nose is stuffy, you can't really taste shit. Like occasionally you get a little bit of an aftertaste, but for the most part, you're just fucked. So your nose is how you taste things, in my opinion. Taste is 50-50 tongue and smell. I wish my tongue was more than 50. That is how it works? Oh my god. Well, now we know why candles taste good then. Definitely has a nasal accent. Well, you see, in order to start today's stream, we're going to have to do some mathematics. Everybody likes mathematics, right? I don't know enough about math to really make that joke stick. Stop eating the candles and mold. Well, I don't want to eat mold, but you know, candles. Fuck numbies, dude. It's okay, I don't know enough about math to do it myself. That's what I got Nim for. Can I pull a Fran Drescher? Probably not. That lady's not just nasally. She got a interesting inflection. You like how I tried to do a nasally accent, but it basically didn't change anything? Fuck you, Ziz. I tried to lean into the nasal a little bit more, so it was like, you know, more pronounced. Alright, okay? Like, I knew it wasn't gonna change too much, but I wanted it more pronounced. You'll never stop eating cheese. Cheese is delicious. Do I at least put ketchup on my candles? No! Candles are like sweet and pastry or like fruit scented. None of that shit gets ketchup. What's wrong with you? Don't forget about vision. You have to stop yourself from drinking motor oil because it looks so refreshing. But motor oil is black, isn't it? At least antifreeze looks like it could be appetizing because it's like blue. That woman was banging. What the heck? What the heck? That Kirsche triggers your caring instinct. You don't like this. Please tuck me into bed and feed me chicken noodle soup. Is tonight the night to sound like one of the Ooh, you. Don't order from pizza next time. I've been ordering from this pizza place for ages, alright? And they've never fucked me. They've never fucked me. Today, well, not today. I guess it was like, what, 4 days ago? They fucked me. 5 days? No, it was 6 days ago now. Holy shit, what is time? Antifreeze, the forbidden Mountain Dew. Did they refund me? They did. They refunded me. He refunded me, so I didn't have to pay for my moldy pizza. Praise be. Remember, you can eat anything once. You can, but should you is the real question. And I know Nim wanted to go over the Overprime bullshit, and apparently I'm going to have a field day on the Overprime subreddit. Aside from that, I didn't really have too much to talk about because I didn't prepare whatsoever today. I just woke up and I was like, I guess I feel good enough to stream. I do want to look up more information about that guy that killed those people. It was like Idaho quadruple murder. Let's see, what do we get? Finding a motive. I don't want a video, I want an article. Actually, maybe a video would be better for me at this point because my throat is fucked. I don't know. Idaho officials confirmed 20 hours ago. Alright, here we go. 20 hours ago sounds good. That seems like the most up-to-date information that we could possibly have. Idaho quadruple murder motive, 0 riz. I said game, but depending on how I feel. Yeah, but there's always stuff I want to rant about first. And I don't know what I would play, right? Because, like, can't play something spooky, because then I'll scream. And screaming would be bad for my throat. Did we ever finish the Alpaca Ranch? We did! We did, in fact, finish the Alpaca Ranch. I actually went almost half an hour over stream time in order to finish the Alpaca Ranch. Zach Jala just out here telling lies in my chat. We could Tarkov. I could ask if Otz is alive. And I could always Gex as well, that's true. Just find material on the foreground. I feel like I should not go on a red board while I'm on stream. That's not safe. That's not safe to do. But let's see, because I was interested in what happens with this guy. Not now. Go away. News site. Almost half an hour, she says, as if it's impressive after that 48-hour Tarkov stream. Okay, that was 14 and a half. 14 and a half. He was in chat, so he's alive. Question, is he up to Sherpa? Dude, I wish I was streaming last night. I had a raid where I performed so well, no one would believe me unless Otz told the story, okay? This man's was like, I hear a guy, don't move. I sat in a bush. And he's like peeking around the corner of the bodybuilding on customs. And then a guy comes out of the building, like right in front of Otz. I kill the guy that comes out, saving Otz's life and also pelting him with a little bit of bullets in the process because like they were on top of each other, you know, I couldn't help it. But I saved his life, so it's okay that I hit him a couple of times. And he was like, holy shit, I didn't even hear that guy. Thank you, Jesus Christ. And I'm just chilling. I'm chilling in my bush. And he's like, there's still another flashlight guy. And then he kills a scav. And then a scav comes out of the building and I kill a scav. And then I retreat to get different cover, you know? I go towards the train tracks and I sit behind a van. And Otz is like, okay, I have fixed my black limb. I don't know if that was you or him, but again, thank you. You saved my life. And he starts coming towards me from where he was hiding to heal. And then another guy walks around in my peripheral vision from the backside of the bodybuilding, and he was like setting up to shoot on Otz, and I pop out from behind the car and I shoot the guy that was gonna shoot Otz, and Otz immediately starts like chastising me because he thought I was shooting at him, and then he turns the corner and he was like,
just
oh, you killed a guy.
Degenerates.
You killed a guy that was gonna kill me. You saved me again. And then Otz gets killed by the flashlight guy. And then I get killed by the flashlight guy. But, you know, I felt so good about myself in that moment. I was like, I don't even care that I died to the flashlight guy. I saved this man from 2 people. Alright, okay? Femboys offer up life debts. Oh my god. Hello, Johnny. Thank you guys for the follows. I didn't pop out my thing. The slasher, Johnny, thank you. I'm still sick. Please excuse how I sound. This isn't normal, I promise. We know there's no bush. What do you mean? There's plenty of bushes on Cumstoms. I saved his life after endangering it. No, the strange man who wanted to kill him endangered it. TLDR, you survived. No, we both died, but I saved him. Twice. Ah! You don't see a VOD? There isn't one. I was saying I wish that I would been streaming last night, because it was like... oh yeah, Peppermint Wifey's dead, because I had to restart my PC. I tried sharing my screen in Discord while I was playing Tarkov, and my computer said, no, and locked the fuck up, and I could not recover it without shutting it off. Tombstones, yeah, it's everybody's favorite map. This woman's exploits will never see the light of day. Yeah, I don't know how to use fucking NVIDIA Shadowplay either, so, you know, there's that. Am I gonna be talking about the hand egg guy dropping on the ground today? What? I don't know anything about hand egg guys. How's that 4090 coming? I haven't gotten another email yet, so I don't know. Question mark? March TM? Alright. Peppermint Waifu should be alive. Should be alive. Story is fake and you threatened to show him big clit to keep him quiet. That's not true! That's not true! I felt so happy! Guys got fucked many times. What the hell? Graphics cards are not real, they just appear out of thin air. I wish. I wish I could just find a graphics card like I do in Tarkov, right? Just like go outside and loot knapsacks and dead PCs. Damar Hamlin, I see it on the page. Bill's Damar Hamlin suffers cardiac arrest. Why would I be interested in that? That just seems like a run-of-the-mill kind of thing. I mean, I guess unless he was gigavaxxed. I don't really... I mean, that sucks. That sucks for him, but I don't care about sports ball. Lenya? No, he's right, but you have to do the ritual first. I do know the summon greater graphics card. No, I don't, actually. I don't know anything about technology voodoo. Alright, that's not my forte. We told other to vax, what? Honest question, if we pitched into me to say you get a 3070 in the meantime, would I bite? No. No, I feel like that would be a waste of time and money to, like, ask you guys for a 3070 in the meantime until, like, March. I'm not, like, I can wait. I'm not, like, hard up. Like, yeah, it would be nice if my 4090 got here sooner, but no, I'd feel really fucking weird doing that. Without any actual women, watch this Mr. Bot. What is happening? What are you talking about? The football dude who died wanted non-vax people to be jailed. Wait, what? He wanted the unvaxxed thrown in prison. Okay, now I'm interested. We're gonna just, like, open that in a new tab. Professional athletes tend to not have heart attacks randomly. Haven't they been having heart attacks randomly the last few years because of you know, just completely out of the blue? Oh god. Oh god, ginger ale. It's just some new magic happening. That's a different football guy who died. I don't know. All football guys look the same to me. They're just all big, meaty boys. Alright, okay? That information that would lead to the arrest. Oh no, dude. It's kind of weird. I don't know. We'll see. What? More than 6 weeks after 4 college students were slain in an off-campus home in Moscow, Idaho, police have arrested a suspect, Brian Kohberger, in connection with the murders. The 28-year-old was arrested on a fugitive from justice warrant in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania State Police said that they assisted the Moscow Police Department, the Idaho State Police, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation in the apprehension. A law enforcement source told CBS News Kohberger was arrested at his parents' home in Albrightsville, Pennsylvania. Kohberger's facing 4 counts of first-degree murder, felony burglary, we know that already. Representing, he's been cooperative, he's being held without bond, he looks freaky. He's likely to sign extradition paperwork, he's being very calm, he's aware, he understands the proceedings. I did discuss with him what to expect in the upcoming days on his transport, as well as what to expect when he actually returns to Idaho. The attorney also said that Kohberger denies allegations of his involvement in the killings and believes that he will be exonerated. Is he already setting up for the insanity plea here? It's a little out of character, he said. I mean, this is not him, Labar said. He believes he's going to be exonerated, and that's what he believes. Those were his words. So, he's really been very easy to talk to, actually. And he's in a calm demeanor, like I stated. So far, few details are publicly known about Kohberger's alleged actions on the night of the brutal killings of 4 University of Idaho students. Idaho authorities said Friday that state law limits how much information they can currently release about aspects of the quadruple homicide. Oh god. And the probable cause statement will remain sealed until the suspect appears in an Idaho court. For some reason, reading this made me remember I still have my ASMR filters on. I wonder if I should change that, because I can, like, talk at normal volume. Hold on. Yeah! Yeah, I did it! I changed it. Hopefully I don't sound as, like blown the fuck out now. Hee hee! There were no ceiling fans. He's innocent. Boy. How did he kill them? It says that they were stabbed. So, but they haven't recovered a murder weapon. He may be a midwit. He might be. He might be. He looks like Jerma. What the fuck? What the fuck? Bro thinks he's Daryl Brooks. Paris, Texas, Lebanon, Ohio, Moscow, Idaho. Whoever even needs to go abroad. That's true. That's true and fair. Unrelated injuries. What nightmares are we discussing today? I'm waiting for Nim to drag himself out of bed, because he had stuff he wanted to talk about. And in the meantime, I'm catching up on what happened with that quadruple homicide that we went over in real time. We were watching the press briefing as they found him. Can go to Paris in Texas also? Hell yeah. Does screen share work today? I don't understand the question. Kohberger was born, I don't care. He finished an associate's degree in psychology, don't care. Don't care, we already know all of this stuff. We already know all of this. We were the 4 grands, exactly, dude. Definitely visit the Leaning Water Tower of Paris, Texas. Media share, it should not be enabled, but I don't know if Nim has gotten to stream yet. So, if he hasn't fixed it, please do not take advantage of the fact that we are vulnerable right now. The rusting water tower. God damn. A fellow graduate student in the Criminology and Criminal Justice Department at WSU told the Associated Press the news of Kohberger's arrest was pretty out of left field. Ben Roberts said he took several courses with Kohberger after the two started the program together. And Kohberger was always looking for a way to fit in. What a better way to fit in! What a better way to fit in than to kill 4 people! Oh, people are gonna love you after that, right? Like, there's no way they could hate you. He had to make sure you knew that he knew it. Kohberger would find the most complicated way to explain something. That doesn't sound like trying to fit in. Did we know he was born? Yes, Vash PP. Labar described Kohberger as very calm, intelligent, and he was fairly shocked by the arrest. His parents were really shocked. And they said this is out of character for their son. Jesus. If it worked for Ted Bundy and Ted Kaczynski, it can work for him if he tried. Jesus Christ. Oh, he's autistic.
Is it bad to be attracted to a cartoon fox that you don't even know that well?
Mana Major, heckin' Happy New Year. Thank you for the 4 months of OD content, and you hope I feel better. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that heckin' 4-month resub, Mana Major, my guy. Glad you're enjoying your time here. Well, the same guy we made Santa jokes about? No, we made Santa jokes about the police station guy. I can't remember what he was at the police station, but the guy literally looked like Santa. You still don't know what OD means? Overdose? I don't know, like, what context you mean. Oh, like Mana Major's comment? I don't know. I don't know what OD content means. Overdosing content? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe he wanted to fit in with Patrick Bateman. I mean, maybe. Maybe. That's a tame parent response. Yeah, they seem like they're not like they don't have the same level of concern. Orange dinosaur. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Santa was part of the investigation. We can't share details about Santa since it was part of the investigation. Very cum? What? What? Police officer, probably. Overseas dragons. We're getting so many conflicting responses to this. Well, oh no. First, let's see. Where did they... In a statement Labar shared on Sunday on behalf of Kohberger's parents and 2 sisters, the family said they were praying for the families of the victims and said they have fully cooperated with law enforcement agencies in the investigation. First and foremost, we care deeply for the 4 families who have lost their precious children. There are no words that can adequately express the sadness we feel, and each day we pray for them. Kohberger's family said in a statement. God, spook me. And thank you for the heck and follow, Sakamadik. Oh, that was clever, actually. Most of the time when they say out of character, it means they have no fucking idea the kid is actually like. That's true. What on earth did you miss? A quadruple homicide for the holidays. There are no words that can adequately express the sadness we feel, and we pray each day for them. We will continue to let the legal process unfold, and as a family, we will love and support our son and brother. We have fully cooperated with law enforcement agencies in an attempt to seek the truth and promote his presumption of innocence, rather than judge unknown facts and make erroneous assumptions. This is such a lawyer statement, dude. I just wanted to fit in, said some German working at some kind of camp. They don't believe it to be Brian. They can't believe this. They're obviously shocked. This is certainly completely out of character, the allegations. And really, they're just trying to be supportive with the understanding these 4 families have suffered loss and they're sympathetic towards that. That's the Santa Man. That's the Santa Man back there. You can't see my mouse for some reason, but that's the Santa Man. During Friday's press conference, they were shy of sharing details. We read that. I have faith in the agencies. Fry also declined to say if there were any possible connection between the victims and Kohberger and did not share a motive. Well, we didn't really learn anything new. I'm very disappointed in you, CBS. I'm very upset. I want new information. I guess we're not going to get anything new until he gets to Idaho, maybe? This article kind of looks like it's 90% info that previously was known, stretched as long as possible, and when it reached the motive, it'll go, no, hey, this guy was fucking right. I'm disappointed in this article. I'm dis-fucking-pointed. New info from CBS. I need to blow my nose. It's happening. It's happening. I'm gonna mute my mic. Nose. Oh god. Alright. I have blown my nose. Everything is great. Muted successfully. Yeah! Muted successfully. I'm dying. Santa may be delivering gifts on even day, but after that he becomes an Idaho DA. Stay nice, kids, or Santa will charge you with quadruple homicide. I don't know if that's how that works. And she proceeds to die. I can't help it. Death is inevitable. It comes for us all. I accidentally closed this tab. Oh, this one's a video. Hello, CBS Mornings. All right, so we're gonna learn about this football man, I guess.
That terrifying moment involving Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin. He collapsed on the field last night in a game against the Cincinnati Bengals, and players from both teams watched as he was given CPR. In a statement, the Bills say, quote, Damar Hamlin suffered a cardiac arrest following a hit in the Buffalo Bills game versus the Cincinnati Bengals. His heartbeat was restored on the field, and he was transferred to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center for further testing and treatment. He was currently sedated and listed in critical condition. Hamlin is just 24 years old. We're going to show you what happened,
24?
but I must warn you, it is difficult to watch.
I think people are well aware that we are finished watching football here tonight.
That stunning announcement came after a highly anticipated matchup between two teams vying for the top playoff seed in the AFC came to an abrupt halt Monday night.
Here's Higgins wide open.
9 minutes into the first quarter, Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin tackled Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins. Hamlin got up after the hit, but then suddenly collapsed.
Oh, gee.
And that is Damar Hamlin.
Medical personnel quickly descended to administer CPR to Hamlin.
I mean, like, once again, that kind of sucks for him, but I don't think they're going to talk about like any of his beliefs or anything, because you guys mentioned that this guy wanted to like jail unvaxxed people or whatever.
Hamlin was then loaded into an ambulance on the field. His team knelt together in a circle as he was driven away. Hamlin is now at the University of Cincinnati Medical Center.
It wasn't this guy. I've been lied to. I have been lied to. I've been forced to watch a football man's without pretense. Bamboozled. Imagine believing Twitch chat. Why do they always have to repeat themselves over the footage? It really gets your goat. It's mainstream news. Of course they won't talk about it. Well, it's still really weird that he's 24 and having a heart attack, so hopefully he, like, recovers. Because, like, as much as I don't give a shit about sports ball, that's pretty young to be having a heart attack, my dude. The jail guy was a retired football player who also died yesterday. Huh. Well. I guess, you know, sometimes things have a way of working themselves out. Part of the whole fucking job is to tackle and get tackled and be in peak physical condition. A sudden cardiac arrest and people still go. It's from the hit. Yeah. Stop using rationality here, sir. Pro soccer player tried to push the vax on kids real hard. He had to retire early because of heart problems. Well, there's also that thing where, like, when people start experiencing negative repercussions due to their own decisions, they could be one of those misery loves company people, right? They're just like, I had these adverse effects. Everyone else should have to deal with it too. Gary Neville? I don't know who that is. He might have been high-strung. I don't know how high-strung you'd have to have a heart attack from, like, getting tackled. That's kind of rough, dude. That's, like, real rough up there. Speaking of murders, though, we got a fun murder. I wanted them dead. Trans woman 22 confessed to cops she hit very religious father in the head with a hammer before stabbing him to death, as video surfaces where she talks about coming out to her divorced parents. A transgender woman accused of killing her father allegedly told police she struck him in the head with a hammer before stabbing him and her sister. Nikki Secondino was arrested and charged for the murder of her father, Carlo, 61, and attempted murder of her 19-year-old sister, Liana, who's in critical condition. Sources told the New York Post Secondino confessed to the stabbings at her family's Brooklyn home and said she would have also killed the neighbor who called 911. My father was sitting on the couch, she allegedly told police. I hit him on the head with a hammer, and then I reached for my favorite German knife and stabbed the shit out of him. What is it? What is it with these people and being Nazi related? I just, you know, my sister came out and tried to stop me, and I stabbed her in the back, head, and stomach, Nikki allegedly added. I wanted them dead. The supposed confession comes as an interview from 2020 surfaced, where Secondino spoke about coming out as a trans woman to her divorced parents and described her father as very Italian and very religious. Imagine being very Italian. That's an interesting video title. Initially, police suspected that the stabbing incident was connected to a home invasion, but reports suggested Secondino may have fabricated the story in an attempt to cover up the crime. Carlo was pronounced dead at the scene, and his other daughter was rushed to Maimonides Medical Center. What the fuck are these names? Just days ahead of her 20th birthday. The family appeared to be in heavy turmoil, with records showing the Secondino attempted to get a temporary order of protection against her father and sister in July. The order appeared to be a result of a July 15th incident where police were called to the Brooklyn resident as Secondino claimed her father was in the mob and had threatened to kill her. 2 days later, Liana was charged with assault and criminal mischief for allegedly cutting Nikki's hand and tearing down window blinds. Although officials did not believe Carlo had any connections with the mob, records show a judge did sign off on the protection order. This makes me very nervous, right? Because, like, how is she gonna call the police and be like, my father's in the mob, he threatened to kill me, and then be taken, like, completely fucking seriously? And then shortly after that, all of a sudden, for no reason at all, her sister cuts her hand and, like, removes her blinds in her room. I don't know, something seems a little odd here to me. These kids don't understand the meaning of hospitaliano no more. Oh my god. Wait, who the fuck posts a picture of a murderer in underwear? You know, you just don't understand how you have to present murderers in current year, you know? We definitely had pictures of that quadruple homicide guy in his boxer briefs. Remember that? Remember that? We saw him posing in luxurious underwear images. Scroll down, please!
Can I have the cum cream?
Salt Wizard, thank you for the heckin' 4-month resub, my guy. Thank you! The officer, my father is Italian and therefore is in the mafia. It's fucking so removed from reality. Officer, you can trust me as a reliable source despite him having no prior criminal record. Jesus Christ. Jedediah Hodges? Is that like the Hodge twins people, or is that like a different Hodges? This is accused of stabbed. A further look into the family's past, up to a 2-year-old interview Secondino had done with a YouTube channel focusing on supporting trans individuals. In the video, Secondino described her father as a traditional Italian man who wanted nothing to do with her transition to a woman. My dad was speechless, she said. He didn't know what to say. My mom didn't know what to say. And around that time, it wasn't really that talked about. My parents were very religious. Like, we went to church every Sunday and stuff, she added. Secondino also recalled an early incident in her childhood when she refused to wear boys' swimming trunks despite her mother's objections. She forced me to put on a boy, swimming trunks, and I had a full-blown meltdown. I just cried and screamed. This is just what being a fucking child is like. I hated wearing dresses when I was a child. And so whenever my grandparents had to put me in a dress for like some fucking event or whatever, I would also scream and cry. I was like, I don't want to be in a dress. Don't put me in the dress. Fine, I don't want this. Don't braid my hair. I don't want this. I was like, what is this? What do they think this says, dude? Kids just hate being told what to do? Yeah, kids are like peak autism. They hate being told what to do, and they're very ridiculously particular about certain things. This person is an adult now, though, right? Yeah, this person's an adult, and that's why they're a murderer. Indeed, we allow people to remain children for way too long. Bambino, you have to wear your clothes. You can't be naked. And it scarred me for life. You hated sitting on chairs and just jumped face first into the ground. All right, well, that explains a lot. Kier is a boy. No! If you didn't want to wear swim trunks, your parents would tell me either you swim naked and everyone sees your small dick, or you don't swim. Alternatively, put on the gamer swag swim trunks. I feel like you might have embellished a little bit in that story. You know, just a little bit. I lied to you? How did I lie to you? Twitter links deaf aren't allowed. I remember seeing Twitter links yesterday. So that's why I wanted to make sure. You had taken care of stuff today. Gamer swag. Have I heard of a Haywood Jablome? No, I don't know what that is, but it's a funny name. Kier was actually a femboy. I was very tomboyish growing up. Even when I went through my goth phase, I still didn't wear skirts or dresses. I was just like pants. Sometimes I would wear skirts over my pants, as was the skater prerogative back in the day. But I didn't really dress overtly girly back when I was younger. Oh my god. She didn't pronounce it right. What? Goth Kirsche. I have lots of gothic clothing. Fucking got her. What do you mean? You love the skater look? Unironically, Avril Lavigne over here, dude. Please. Hey, Wood. You blow me. Oh, okay. Why would you think that my American brain would pronounce jablome as like the yuh? Like, what? Are you, what? Flip white to black in the model. What? What? Goth Kirsche model when? Well, it was supposed to happen Halloween last year. You guys in my 2020 subathon had designed an outfit for me that was kind of like fucking nine-tailed fox, suck you cord goth-ish. Like last year was supposed to be my new main outfit, revamping of the booty hunter outfit, my swimsuit, and then the Halloween outfit. But here we are in 2023. Here we are. My model was supposed to be finished in April last year. I'm so sorry. Booty hunter? Yeah, it's my no steppy snacky outfit. You check chat logs, Nim's right. You posted one Twitter link, but only after getting bot perms. Oh. That's weird. That's weird. 2023 is the year of the fox. I thought it was the year of the Benui. What's wrong with her eyebrows? Yes. Why? Okay, so, like, I want to see something, actually, really quick here. Give me 1 second. We gotta, what's that guy's name? It's like, is it Daniel Kohberger? Kohberger? Is that his name? Brian Kohberger. I was close. I was close. Brian Kohberger. Fucking don't give me location information. Daily Mail. Alright, Daily Mail. 1 day ago. One day ago. Genetic genealogy to hunt down suspect to Brian Kohberger 8 hours ago. Alright, so Brian Kohberger, what do we got? We got the image that's been everywhere. We got the house. We got some stock images. We got some people. Okay, alright, let's go back. Let's try this one. Alright, you come in here and I'll cut you. Accused Idaho murderer taunts guards, exposes himself and sings violent rap lyrics as he sits in jail awaiting extradition over deaths of Idaho students. What? What? Suspected Idaho murderer Brian Kohberger spends his days ranting and singing lyrics from violent rap songs inside the Pennsylvania jail where he's being held. Several times, a man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students tried to expose himself to a female inmate who was held in a cell close to him. Now that inmate, 50-year-old Valerie Cipollina, has revealed exclusively to Daily Mail how Kohberger taunted guards, saying they were too scared to go in his cell. "I'll cut them! I'll cut you!" Kohberger yelled repeatedly, said Cipollina, who was held at the Monroe County Jail for 6 hours on New Year's on a domestic violence charge. Her last name sounds like she would be held on a domestic violence charge, honestly. "You come in here and I'll cut you," Kohberger allegedly yelled at one guard. "I'm going to pee on your face! Do what you want with me, I don't give a shit." What happened to that, like, calm, collected demeanor that they talked about in that other article? Hold on, wait a minute. He wants to kickstart his rapper career. God damn. God damn, dude. Oh, Valerie, tell us like it is.
When we came in, it was like a total lockdown. Like we couldn't.
Oh, she sounds like me.
Or in, while he was in the cell. Like if he came out, we were in lockdown. Singing songs that are violence.
Like what? What songs?
Like okay, so like I'm gonna cut you up. There's one called Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, I'm gonna cut you up, motherfucker.
Bad Bunny.
I'm gonna pee.
This man's hard as fuck singing Bad Bunny.
So that's usually by Bad Bunny or Snoop Dogg. My cell was on the right. If I went out and looked to the right, he was right on the right side. So I saw him clearly.
And he was sitting in a cell?
No, he wasn't sitting. He was standing by the door, but you could still see him.
Oh, the plastic glass.
Yes.
So
yeah, Baziwan, I was about to say, she sounds about as credible as, like, the cracked out neighbor down the road, dude.
He said, do what you want with me. I don't give a motherfucker. You ain't gonna do nothing to me because I'm gonna cut all you up. Those were the words, and he just kept repeating songs that were very violent. And then pulling his shirt up and his pants down.
Exposing himself or just his underwear?
No, exposing everything. His top and bottom.
Jesus,
His, like,
fuck, the
genitalia.
plastic glass. Yeah, that seems highly credible, dude. The incredibly violent Snoop Dogg that all mass murderers listen to before they commit their heinous crimes. Snoop Dogg lore in his early career, he was heavily gang affiliated, yes. Yeah, early on. But it's like, when you talk to people who have committed atrocities, the last thing you expect them to say is, yeah, I was jamming out to Snoop Dogg before I stabbed that bitch. They were very violent. Holy fuck, woman, have a drink! Potential 15 minutes of fame chaser? God damn, though. Cipollina was in a cell caddy corner from Kohberger's in the Monroe County Jail in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. She could see his upper body clearly through the glass, although his lower body was hidden from her. If his lower body was hidden, how did she know he was exposing his pee-pee? How would she know? 50 Cent is your go-to music when you stab somebody. You see, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I might even actually use Akon. Akon makes me feel rage. He was wearing a regular orange prison jumpsuit and not the anti-suicide turtle suit he had on when his mugshot was taken. At first she said she didn't realize who he was, but then her jail employees discussing him and another inmate that told her that's the guy that killed those college students. She described him as tall, skinny, and young looking. Dude, he looks like a lizard person wearing a human suit. What do you mean, young looking? She saw it in a dream. God damn. How dare you? Fuck you, Cap. Akon can suck my dick. She may have x-ray vision from all the drugs she's doing. That's true. That's true. You murder people to Drake in the morning? And WA is for when you're about to ambush police officers. Oh, no. I couldn't see his genitals because the glass only went down so far. Cipollina, who lives in Gainesville, New York, was arrested shortly after 3 p.m. I don't really care what she was arrested for. I could see him through the polycarbonate glass window of his jail cell. He was standing up right against it, yelling out violent rap lyrics. At one point, he yelled out, "Fuck my enemies and foes," a line from Lil Wayne's Multiple Flows. He also sang violent and misogynistic lyrics from Bad Bunny songs, she said. Did she just, like, look up, like, angry rap lyrics? And then just, like, tell the reporter this? Like, what? At one point, Cipollina said the jailer who was stationed outside Kohberger's cell told him to shut up and calm down. To which he replied, "Come on in, motherfucker. You come in here, let's talk." And then he screamed at the top of his lungs, "Come in, all of you! You scared of me? You should be scared of me. You're gonna do nothing to me because I'm gonna cut all of you up," he allegedly ranted. "Come into this cell and I'll show you I'm a creeper. Come in this cell and I'll cut you up too." Wow. Wow, how convenient that this cracked out woman just happened to hear him completely confess to not only cutting up those college kids, but that he's gonna do it to the guards as well. Like, this is, wow, she is so credible. I sing about twerking when stabbing people too. He's listening to Da Baby. If she's telling the truth, maybe he's trying to get insanity. Well, according to his lawyer, and according to, like, the other people who have talked to him, he's been really calm and collected, and he hasn't said anything strange, and he is sure that he's going to be exonerated. So it's like, yeah, maybe he's just, like, switching lanes and trying to be like, I am hella crazy, bitch. I don't know, dude. If we can't trust crackheads, then who can we even trust? That's a good goddamn question. That is a good goddamn question. There's the happy students. We still don't have a lot of pictures of this man. Oh! This is new information. Kohberger is charged with killing childhood friends Kaylee Gonclaves, Maddie, both 21, and their roommate Xana and her boyfriend Ethan, both 20. All four died in their beds at their home in Moscow, Idaho. Now, you see,
Silly woman.
Nim, fuck you. Read! My DM!
Ooh.
Go here? Paste this command? Why? What? Did I do it? Did I do it? Meh. Okay. I'm gonna assume all of those numbers means it worked. Okay. Imagine questioning your wrangler. I have to question him. I have to. Back to the murder spree. I had a point for going to find this man again, but now I'm interested again. How did all four of them die in their beds, right? Like, especially if you're in the same room as somebody else getting stabbed, aren't you gonna, like, wake up? Maybe? You know, like, I don't know, dude. This seems really fucking weird that this man managed to kill 4 people in different rooms all in one night and leave 2 of them alive. Her wrangler is one of us. A Rambo-style knife was used to carry out the murders, police said, at the 6-bedroom rental property where 3 of the victims lived. The murders, the first in Moscow since 2015, left the small town in a state of shock. Kohberger's been charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder and 1 of felony burglary, prosecutor Bill Thompson said. He is due to be back in court in Pennsylvania on Tuesday. Cops have been criticized for describing the murders as targeted while refusing to release any information to explain why. Sources say the authorities knew who they were looking for and hunted the suspect down to Pennsylvania in the Pocono Mountains. Kohberger's a PhD student, we know that. Here's another picture of him. These all look like just, you know, headshot kind of professional photos, honestly. So, like, we've seen a handful of photos of this guy, right? But they're all like very professional, very like, I probably took this for my job kind of photograph, and then his mugshot, right? Like every single one of them. But for some reason, this murderer, we get a fucking underwear shot. We get fucking some glamour shots here. We got extra glamour shots. I don't understand. His photos have big Terry energy, but evil instead of godly. That's true and fair. Please. Underwear shots and OnlyFans posts. Yeah, it's really weird that they're like trying to show off this guy as just like, hey, look, he's guy, have professional photos, and then this person, they're just like, look at how stunning and beautiful they are. I was like, I don't know, it's weird. Don't think you're taking crazy. True. Rambo style knife, that's as dumb as the assault rifle term. Yes, I agree. Oh my god, if they had shock value pics, you're sure they'd use them? I mean, there's a good chance he didn't have like mass social media, but he still probably had more than just professional photographs. There's a reason for it. Oh, I know. They're trying to glamorize. They're glamour. My mom got glamour shots done in the 80s, dude. It was originally reported that 2 male robbers broke into the house on 17th Avenue around 6 a.m. and demanded money from a safe, according to police, before they attacked the family of 3 and fled on foot. For those not looking at the stream and just listening, we're back to the trans woman murdering her father and almost murdering her sister. Team swapper. What? So that guy was taking pictures and dressed like this and then was angry at the father. I feel like most fathers would be upset to a degree about this level of dress, honestly. Beer, we're on a different murder case. So I went to the Idaho guy because I wanted to see what kind of pictures that they had of him. And I clicked on several different articles, and this article had like new information that I hadn't read before. So I tangented about the Idaho guy a little bit more. And now we're back to the trans murderer. Completely different case. Completely different case. You got popped out, chat. Popped out, dude. Murder. Yeah, we murder swapped. All right, we're going back a little bit. Police now believe that Secondino was responsible for the attack. Secondino suffered slash wounds to the hands and was hospitalized in stable conditions. Neighbors described a horrific scene. I heard like wrestling, fighting, said the neighbor. I did hear the father. He pleaded to me, please call the cops. The front of his chest right there was saturated in red, like he was wearing a red vest, said one neighbor to the New York Daily News. Another woman described how Secondino banged on her door to get in. Oh my god, open up the door, she recalled her screaming. I saw the blood in the hallway, so I immediately closed my door and I didn't want to get involved. He was just like lying there. His head was facing towards the window, the kitchen window. He was face up lying on his back, the neighbor recalled. Every time when they would argue, there was banging because the walls are just sheetrock. I would hear everything. I couldn't tell, by the way this was written, if this was only one neighbor telling this whole portion of the story. Because, like I say, neighbors described. Another woman described how Secondino banged on her door. So, like, is this just one person? Or is this, like, does this switch between multiple? I can't tell, honestly. But, like, if this is multiple people, and, like, one of them called the cops, and then the other one was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna get involved. This other one, kind of a piece of shit, I'm gonna say. Right? Like, I wouldn't want to open my door and get involved, but, like, I want to call the cops. Because that's frightening, right? You know? Sounds like, just keep a gun. Oh my god. I don't know. There's a lot of murderation going on recently. Remember when a dying man screams to save him? Put on headphones. Yeah, why would you do anything to help him, dude? You just don't want to get involved. Why bother having a sense of community when you can just be left alone? You're gonna stab people. You hope the journalist posts your good pictures. Don't don't stab people. Great. I'm dying. When bystander effect is in action. I did hydrate myself with ginger ale. Thank you for being the voice of compassion and reason. God damn. Look, sometimes you have to finish your nuggies. Just eat your nuggies while you watch after you call the cops, dude. Please. Chat convicted of killing Fox. Please do not kill me. Please. Please, I have so much to live for, probably. And now that we've talked about people getting murderated, I feel like the only natural progression. I didn't say it fast enough. You're already stabbing. Vash! No, that's bad! Ginger whales. Ooh, can you imagine how good that would taste, though? Japan would just be genociding all of the whales. You would call 911 for your neighbor being literally murdered, but at the same time, a cute anime girl is live streaming and you have priorities. That's alright. That's okay. Japan killing whales again. If they were made out of ginger, you bet your ass. Or if they had, like, slight ginger flavor. We're gonna go to, polyamory as an adaptive strategy in an unstable world. Why millennials and zoomers might be interested in consensual non-monogamy. Consensual non-monogamy has become increasingly popular, not just among young people, but also among older generations. Young people might choose it because of dramatically shifting life circumstances, such as longer lifespans and many job changes. When nothing else is stable, why should relationships remain static? Find a therapist. We're on psychology today, baby. We found the therapist. Your sister found a dead neighbor by smell? Apparently not fun. Ew. Man, that really sucks when you have, like, nobody to come and check on you, so, like, your body just decays for ages. Make sure you have, like, friends or family, dude. If a woman ever suggests that, you're gone. Yeah, ditto. Except for men, I don't date women. Yes, a job change. The reason to fuck your mistress. The way that they try to rationalize this is kind of fucking hilarious to me. You've seen a polygamous relationship happen once. It was chaotic, abusive, and worst of all, it was a one woman, two dudes deal. I wouldn't say worst of all, right? Because, like, it wouldn't be any better if it was one dude, two women, right? Like, it's the same thing. It would be hypocritical to say otherwise. There are a lot of discussions among older people about how millennials are ruining various things. One of the many things millennials are accused of ruining is monogamy. What is missing from these conversations is an appreciation of why younger people are doing the things they do now and how their changing attitudes might be a survival skill for a world that no longer works the way it did for baby boomers. For fuck's sake, if most things in life are unstable, don't make it less stable. Why? Have all of the instability. The only person you know that ever agreed to this went from engaged to alone in a year and a half. Yep. You're still sad? Jim never did his video on the poly forum? God, that would have been fun, dude. Sexual revolution ruined relationships, not millennials. Yeah, but they can't take responsibility for anything, dude, you know? Surely if you rock this boat already caught in a storm, I will improve my odds. Yep. Yep. Consensual non-monogamy, CNM, lifestyles like polyamory, swinging, and monogamish relationships. I've never heard of monogamish. I don't know what that means. What does this mean? Hold on. If I can... What it really means to be monogamish. Glamour. Oh my god, that is a spicy documentary cover. Holy shit. Holy fuck. I was like, what is this? What is that? Fricey, thank you for a fucking 1 month sub, my guy. Thank you. Recovering from a heartbreaking divorce? Independent filmmaker Tao Ruspoli takes to the road to talk to his relatives, advice columnists, and ordinary couples about love, sex, and monogamy in our culture. Monogamish, this is a fairly recent addition to the consensual non-monogamy vocab. It's used colloquially to refer to relationships that are romantically monogamous, but also allow for agreed-upon outside sexual relationships. What? Isn't that just, like, the normal open relationship that people try to have? Not that it's, like, normal, but, like... No. They're saying I won't emotionally cheat on you, just sexually, but, like... Unless it's cuckoldry? I don't know, dude. So not in any way, shape, or form monogamous. Like, If you're monogamous, you're gonna be dedicated to your partner. And I guess, like, they want to say monogamish because they're like, well, technically, I'm emotionally monogamous, even if I am sexually polygamous. And it's like, no, fuck you. Words have meaning. Get out. Get lost. It's like pan versus bisexuality, not different at all. Pan versus bi is, was, I guess, technically different. Because, like, as far as I understand it in current year, right, bisexuality implies the existence of the gender binary. So if you're bisexual, that means you could be potentially excluding people from your sexual preferences, whereas pansexual encompasses, like, literally everyone. So there have been some people who have been trying to be like, well, bisexual doesn't necessarily mean that. It does mean everyone. But then if bisexual means everyone, what's the point of the bi, first of all? And second of all, what would be the point of pansexual if it just meant the same exact thing as pansexual? Like, I can't keep up, dude. No difference. Back in the OG internet days, pan was so horny they'd shag anything, even animals. I miss the frying pan jokes. Oh, man. You're either 100% in or out. Never pull out, dude. There's stigma towards poly, so it makes you feel bad, but you still want to do it. Wait, Mr. Down Bad, why would you want to do poly? Enlighten. Because, like, a lot of people, I feel like, see poly stuff, like, glamorized in media and figure it'll go a lot better than it tends to in practice. The pan versus bi thing is an issue for you because sexual orientation is about physical sex, while pan refers to a non-binary gender spectrum. Yeah, That's also why it, like, I don't know, is kind of weird to me, I guess. Sexuality is inherently exclusionary? You bigot. This is why super bi and so on. Yeah, back when I was in high school, I will never forget having a friend who wanted to go to the GSA meetings at my school. And when we went there, I was the only person to introduce myself as straight, and my friend introduced herself as severely bisexual. And I was just like, I thought bisexual was like a sexual orientation, not like some sort of affliction like the Black Plague. What do you mean severely bisexual? I was like, I don't fucking get it. Because banging 2 chicks is hot in theory, but in reality, good luck actually maintaining a harem of sane people. That's the rationale behind some of these people who don't use the word poly or emotional, monogamous, and sexually poly. Oh, okay. So, Mr. Downbad, you were saying you don't want to try it, but you were saying that, like, you were explaining, like, what these people think? Is that what you were saying? Because it just looked like you were saying you wanted to try it, so I was curious. It's literally just cheating, but being honest and too lazy to commit to a breakup. Well, like, if you're in a comfortable situation, why break up, right? Just take advantage of the person instead. You're casually bisexual. Terminally trisexual. God damn. You're mildly bi and extra straight. Is that how this works? We're not ordering fucking coffees from Starbucks, you guys, okay? You can't just mix and match adjectives to make up your new sexuality like it's a Starbucks order. Stop it. Get some help. 120% bi. God damn. Gonna say, if it's all poly now, does NTR exist in that environment given the number of people into it? You don't know if monogamy could die then. I don't want monogamy to die. Anyone who's ever been in a real relationship should know enough to not want to be poly. That is fucking true. That's fucking true. Venti mocha sexual acceptance when? God damn. Treat people like the disposable toys they are. I mean, that's just what humans are, right? I don't have to give a shit about your thoughts and your feelings or your emotions or put any effort into you. I just need, you know, a wet rod for my wet hole, right? And then you can fuck off. You don't think poly is popular as the internet makes you think? Oh no, it's probably not. But I personally, and you know, personal anecdotes are not evidence or facts, but I personally know a lot of people, and I have a lot of friends who have had tangential stories about their friends as well, who have tried it. It's probably not as large as the internet would have you believe it is, but it is definitely larger than you would normally think. Like, the fact that there's, like, so many people trying it, and there's all of those, like, people who come out on, like, the TLC and that one British fucking show talking about their little polycule bullshit. It's like, oh my god. Saying you're 20% gay reminds you of the people who say that they're 5% black or Jewish. I am a 1/27th Native American. You would like the lesbian with some gay sprinkles. Oh my god. You'll have one thick tomboy with extra abs and a side of fries. Fucking Christ. Give it a few years, we'll be able to mix and match whatever we want at the DMV. I don't want Mr. Potato Head DMV. Poly is another form of cuckoldry. Yeah. Based on the behaviors of animals, we see that the less monogamous the species are, the worse the relationship is between the sexes. This is how women get oppressed again. I do not look forward to that. You almost got involved in a poly thing when a long-term friend got the horny for a chick you dated for 2 weeks. Ended up noping the fuck out of it. Yeah, if you were dating a chick and she was like, yeah, let's involve your friend, let's fuck him too, I would also nope the fuck out of that. I'm glad that despite some of the other things you've told me, Mindbreak, you had enough awareness to get out of that one. Hey, thanks for the follow. Oh man. The subreddit is hilarious though. Oh god. I love looking through just like degenerate subreddits. Some of the shit that gets posted there, I'm like, how are these people real? How are these people real? 1/23rd homosexual. I only suck cock. every fifth waning moon. Welcome to the Fox Show. Welcome to the Fox Show, dude. Jesus, hello, welcome. Refreshingly based stream. Oh god, we've had a few people wander in here that, like, I guess try to troll VTubers, and they'll say some weird shit in the chat, like, guns should have less restrictions and abortion should be harder to get, and it's like, well, yeah, I mean, maybe try somewhere that just wouldn't agree with you. I don't know. I guess people just see VTuber and think that I'm gonna be like fucking down bad crazy. There are people trying to get others to join. It feels cultish and seems like seeing the partner as an object or a wallet. And now with polyamory, if you see your partner as an object or a wallet, you have a good excuse. I'm not a terrible person, I'm just polygamous. There was a Google story about one poly relationship that was one chick and 5 or 6 dudes. She had a 2-year-old kid. And they killed the kid. I don't remember that one, but I do remember that there was one with a chick who had like 4 or 5 guys, I think it was. Might have been 5. And one of them was the father of like a 2-year-old that they had. And she didn't want to tell them who the father was so that they could raise the child as like a polycule. And one of the dudes ended up sexually molesting the child. I remember that one. I don't know which one you're talking about, SRF. If you can, yeah, I would read that one. I'd read that article if you have source. 100% to remember the name, and the name is I Forgore. Oh my god. Only the tip. She tricked us into some stuff last night. Alright, okay. I'm a little bit behind in chat, so I'm just gonna skip cough ASMR. Fuck. You thought polygamy was when you liked Lara Croft from the old games? Burgers and fries! So, the other day, I was explaining different types of, like, sleepwear. Because somewhat, and not safe for work, we get a little silly on occasion, yeah? And so someone was like, what even is the difference between, like, baby doll and chemise and negligee? And I was like, alright, let me inform you. And Google Images didn't really actually have a good layout for chemises. And when I looked up, like, just negligee in general, in one of the images, yeah? And oh man, you have a Discord? We have a fun fucking time in my Discord, my mans, if you can pass the IQ check. Some people can't do it for some reason, but I promise it's not very hard. So in the negligee Google Images area, and I probably can't look this up because it's too spicy for Twitch, but there was like hundreds of images of like women rubbing spicy peppers against their lips and like their tits and like on their stomachs and pretending to bite into them and like sensually sucking on them, like wearing necklaces of chilies and like headdresses of chilies. And I was like, what the actual fuck am I looking at right now? What is this weird rabbit hole of like women being sensual with chilies that I have found? Like, Are there weird fucking hashes buried inside of these images? Should I be concerned? Am I on multiple lists now? Has AI gone too far? Like, I don't understand. When the fox discovers a new fetish, link it and not safe for work? I posted like at least 50 of these pictures. And there were many different women. There were search results in English and Portuguese and German and Spanish. I was just like, what? Photos picantes! Exactly! And I was just really fucking weirded out by it. It was strange. Have I not seen the cake fetish yet? My mans, cake farts is like so 2007. Welcome to the future. I believe in you. I was already on those lists. God damn. Now you want to download novel AI to make spicy art? Cucumbers are too big to be realistic. If your dick is as thin as a chili pepper, maybe actually consider Canadian healthcare. I'm so sorry for you. She found out about the Pepper Society. I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's so fucking weird. Clearly just because peppers are hot. It's more than that, though. It's more than that. I can't look up lingerie on fucking stream. Can I? It's too long ago. I won't be able to. I don't know how far back it is and not safe for work. So I can't even like bring up the safe for Twitch images for you to like really drive the point home at how fucking weird this was. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. And my Discord search function is broken. Why not just do a BRB screen? It's like, fuck. The peppers are symbolic of when it burns when you nut. It shouldn't burn when you nut. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's small, but it's spicy. Please do not do capsaicin enemas. Alright, okay? Search baby dolls and peppers? I don't want to, like, purposely search for baby dolls and peppers, though. Oh, you meant, like, in Discord? In Discord, maybe if I search for the word pepper? Half the time, my Discord search doesn't work, though. Half the time, it doesn't work. I like how one of the things I see is someone post a picture of the woman with the 4-inch clit that looked like a chili pepper. Repult, get some help. Get some fucking help. Alright. Can I show this? Oh my god. Discord, why are you so fucking tiny? You fucking weirdo. Okay, alright. So like, it would all be images like this. It's like there's so fucking many. There's so fucking many. I gotta be sure I am only opening ones that are safe for Twitch. It's like, there's this one. Here we go. That lady who was holding 2, now she's holding 5. I can't show this one because it's like focusing on the breasts. This one's too risque. This one should be fine. This one should be fine. That one's a naked man with a pepper. There was one man thrown in there. I was like, what is happening? Why is this happening? Why are they like this? Why are there so many? Why are there so many? And this was from like a negligee search. Like there was nothing about peppers. There's nothing about peppers. This one looks like an AI image, but I think you can see booba, so I can't post that. And then it starts getting unhinged. Right? There's like unhinged pepper imagery. You always wanted to fuck a woman after they ate peppers. SEO took over. You remember somewhere that peppers have been used as an aphrodisiac at some point? I don't know about aphrodisiac, but like you can use peppers for like a torture technique. Yeah, this is scary, dude. Your favorite was the pepper wig. Yeah, the pepper wig goes kind of hard. Like what is happening? Wouldn't the pepper fetish just be a fusion of maso and feeder? Like how some chicks are into being spanked while horny but with food? You also recall peppers being considered a mild form of aphrodisiac somewhere. I don't know about aphrodisiac, but I know these peppers in particular, you could use in like an enema mixture and cause cramps. And like some people very much enjoy that. How much are these women paid for the stock images? I don't know. But like, there's so many. There's so fucking many. Like it just keeps happening. And like I didn't even post all of the images because like it was just impossible to. It was just impossible. This woman's face is hilarious. Look at this face. Painted peppers. Yes, the horny stuff. A feeling that I want to kill, please, really gets you in the mood. Yeah, it does. These later pictures really look like they got ordered by AI. Yeah, like there's something fucking off about them. Like I don't know. Is this a Red Rocket reference? I certainly fucking hope not. But like, I don't know. I don't know how we found so many, and I don't like it. New friends that tried to troll the stream, enjoying time. We didn't have anybody who came in to try to troll today. I was just telling a story about what happened previously. So goddamn coon-brained, this is kind of doing something for you. Cheesy, get some fucking help! Get some fucking help, goddamn. Let's close all these tabs. Oh, this one won't close. Jesus Christ, that was scary. Loeb has come back. Loeb is coming, you cannot escape. You're cheesy, love, not pepper, love. The pepper is a tag used as a keyword. I wasn't even, like, searching for peppers, though. That was the whole point. Like, I was in a search for, like, fucking negligee, right? It was just, just one word, negligee. Google image search. And then, like, in one of the, like, images, when you click on it, you know, it opens up, like, that grid with a bunch of other images. There was, like, peppers. And I was like, what the fuck? And if you click on the pepper, there's, like, hundreds of them. Kind of feel like some baby back ribs now, though. You mean pepper photographs must be super expensive and are used as a tag for fellow money launderers. You cannot escape the Loeb, dude. Now that we know what monogamish is, back to the article. And relationship anarchy have dramatically increased in public awareness and popularity in the past 20 years. While consensual non-monogamy is in its third wave in the United States, having started with the anarchists of the 1880s and enjoyed a robust resurgence in the 1960s, its current wave is the most socially significant and widespread by far. A range of reasons are responsible for this social shift, and this article explores some of the ways in which consensual non-monogamy may work as an adaptive response for young people in the United States today. Longer lifespans is one reason you should try consensual non-monogamy. Classical monogamy, in which two very young people marry as virgins and remain exclusive until one of them dies, began when lifespans were much shorter. It was much easier to remain married and sexually exclusive when people had to walk or ride a horse or boat to get anywhere, were related to half the people they met on a daily basis, and could reasonably expect to be dead by 40 years old. This just reads like someone who is terrified of commitment, honestly. Now that social media puts internet users in touch with potentially thousands of people each day, we can easily move or talk daily with people thousands of miles away. Add that to the fact that we typically live decades longer than we used to, and it can be much more challenging to remain sexually exclusive with a single partner for an entire lifetime. Yeah, just, why would you put effort into one person, and why would you commit yourself to one person when you have a smorgasbord of genitalia ready for you on the internet? Don't care about other people, just care about getting your rocks off, baby. Isn't that just the average age because of infant mortality? People don't walk anymore, not nearly enough. You search negligee and you got a pregante woman with immense, this thing is rigged. Now, because we have convenient traveling and greater life expectancy, let's just have all the partners. Yeah, exactly. Why would you use your extra long lifespan to commit to one person? That's just nonsense. Commitment and responsibility in a relationship? So many people do not understand what it means when it says that, like, a relationship takes effort. Like, holy fuck. The people that, like, want a relation... I've actually... Wasn't that somebody here? Wasn't that somebody here who was just like... oh no, it was an article that we read. It was an article that we read together, where the guy was like, I want the woman that I'm having sex with to care about me and be affectionate towards me and participate in, like, after sex cuddling rituals and shit. But I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want commitment. I just want one night stands. But all of the women feel really uncomfortable doing this in a one night stand situation. How can I convince more women to be okay with being loving and affectionate during a one night stand? And it's like, my mans, your brain is just not working, dude. That autist with game. Does this article bring up that monogamy makes you financially more stable and the family unit as a whole is much more successful on average than being single? Probably not. Nobody likes to talk about the single mother plague that exists in this country. 150% porn brain. Kirsche, I want a caring man in my life. Where's my himbo? I want himbo. You found a Twitter gigolo who exactly embodies that? What the fuck? Didn't Freedom Tunes make a video about how upsetting the Roe v. Wade overturn had to be for the dude bros? I have no idea. I don't understand the sentence. If you're poly, you have 3 incomes though. Yeah, but how well do you budget those 3 incomes? What is the statistical probability of a polycule having an entire wall of Funko Pops? You want to marry a woman, but that's gay. It's the release her affection inhibitors for 2 hours, gent. Yeah, that won't fuck people up at all. Maybe consider Canadian healthcare if your dick's small. I didn't say if your dick's small. I said if it was as thin as a chili pepper, okay? Because, like, you can work with a small dick. You can't work with a thin one. 3 people spending them on themselves mostly, you aren't investing in the other person, or likely offspring when you have multiple partners you can leave at any moment. That's true. Why you want a himbo? Didn't I say someone with above room temp IQ? Himbos are so sweet. They're so sweet and so nice, and they're so bulky. Love himbo. Himbo is literally a gay fantasy. You shut up. Let me have my fantasy. It's all I have left. Start harem, send women to work. No. You have aughts, my Canadian femboy. You'll be cured one of these days. You want Animal Crossing house? I don't know what that means. Most people have dealt with this by turning to serial monogamy, a form in which people partner with one person for a period of time, break up, and repartner with someone else, break up, and repartner again as many times as works for them. No, I don't think most people have dealt with the challenge of being sexually exclusive by practicing serial monogamy. That's also not good. That's also not a good thing. They also don't exist. Shut up, let me have my dream. We made a mistake in treating men and women the same. Feminism was a disaster for this country. Poly wasn't okay back in SU, so the activity commies didn't approve polygamy and saw it as degeneracy. What is SU? Oh, Soviet Union. I'm used to that. I'm used to saying that as the USSR. So I was like, what the fuck is the SU? Isn't that just normal relationships? Well, I mean, it's normal relationships if you're not doing it like back to back to back, right? So like someone who participates in serial monogamy will get into a relationship with someone and they'll go through all the motions of wanting to have a long-term relationship, but they're essentially lying to that person, like that man that we spoke about earlier who was just like, I want a woman to be loving and affectionate in a one-night stand. So these people go into a relationship knowing they don't want a relationship, but they'll go through the motions of having one so that they can have like guilt-free relationship kind of affection and sex with somebody. And then they will break up with them once they get bored of it and then immediately go into another relationship doing the same exact thing. So that's what serial monogamy is. Animate Acumen, thank you for the heckin' gift sub, my guy. Thank you. Thank you. Why are they like this? There's something fundamentally broken within them. That's not any better. It's not. Others, however, deal with this expanded lifespan and huge array of choices by maintaining multiple concurrent partners. Some of these folks are in long-term partnerships with one person and date multiple others, while others have multiple ongoing relationships of varying length and depth. When people openly negotiate the parameters of these multiple partnerships with everyone involved, they are engaged in what scholars term...
Is it bad to be attracted to a cartoon fox that you don't even know that well?
Consensual non-monogamy. Azihara, thank you for gifting us up to heckin' Tony the Tiger. It's great. Why are we eating cereal? Thank you, Azihara. Practice some serial monogamy. Oh, thank you. I don't know. I'm not furry enough for Tony the Tiger. That might be more Leah's domain. It's like Freddy adjacent, right? You had a friendship with someone who was poly, who wanted to have a relationship with you. You didn't like the fact that you would have been disposable or interchangeable with another person. Yeah, pretty much. Ots, why are you getting chubby stared up in here? What is that? What are you doing? Sounds like people are trying to engage in power play to pressure one member to do what they want, right? Tony is your furry himbo. No. Too much fur. Too much fur. Sounds like a series of people who were trying to turn their flaws into quirky positives. Yeah, serial monogamy has always been a negative connotation term. Like, it's literally something like you would have gone to therapy to sort out because you're engaging in like damaging behavior. So it's really fucking weird to see it brought up here like this. But I am a furry? I think you need to consult the furry chart that I can't show on stream. But if you consult the furry chart, you would in fact find I am not a furry. Rocky Balboa is the best himbo? Oh god, he is pretty great. Others, however, deal with this expanded lifespan and huge array of choices by maintaining multiple concurrent partners. I feel like I read this already, but some of these folks are in a long-term partnership with one person and date multiple others, while others have multiple ongoing relationships of varying length and depth. When people openly negotiate the parameters of these multiple partnerships with everyone involved, they are engaged in what scholars term consensual non-monogamy. Still furry, just not true. Just not true. These days it's inclined to polyamorous relationships. Ooh, that was a big thunderclap. You have a friend who immigrated to Sweden about 5 years ago, and he's gone wild with one-night stands, and he now thinks that the Talibanana boys had a point. Wait, what? If he participated in tons of one-night stands, how did he then be like, you know what, maybe these other guys had a point, you know? Like, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, thunderclaps. There's a storm going on right now. The Swedish love to swing. The Haitians love a good earthquake. People in consensual non-monogamous relationships do not have to break up when one or more of them become attracted to someone new, which means that these relationships can be far more durable than monogamy for some people. For others, they are a complete disaster, and those folks who experience consensual non-monogamy as heartbreaking generally do not find those relationships to be a positive adaptation. So when they say those folks who experience it as heartbreaking, they just mean normal people? They just mean, like, the overwhelming majority of human beings? Like, it could be more durable, proceeds to prove it wrong. That was the sound of Kier's cheeks clap. They can't clap while I'm sitting! The fact that they keep saying consensual makes you think that they'll call cheating non-consensual polygamy. I feel like that's where we're headed to, you know? When you accept cheating, just call it retroactive polyamory. Holy Christ, these humans. Male thoughts care about being only a society that can get them hitched. What? Woo! But are you trying to say Sierra, like the milkshake lady? You had a friend who was in a poly relationship. Her husband essentially fucked around and then tossed her when he got bored of her. Yeah, don't accept a polyamorous relationship, dude. That just means you are replaceable. You are replaceable. Why is it that more young people fall into the former category of people for whom consensual non-monogamy can be a good adaptation to an increasingly fluid life? People in the baby boomer generation and their parents could reasonably expect to graduate with a high school diploma, get a job, and work in the same company, or at least the same type of industry for the rest of their lives. Generation X realized that a college degree had become the equivalent of a high school diploma when seeking employment, and that corporations hold no loyalty to their employees, whom they lay off whenever the corporation wants to restructure or improve the bottom line of profits. And you know what? You know, the perfect solution to being upset at corporations who have no employee loyalty is to then use that policy in your private life and have no loyalty in your relationships. They're so fucking smart. That is the peak of intelligence. The Great Depression was worse than this. What are these people talking about? Millennials and Generation Z generally have no illusions that a college degree will get them much more than thousands of dollars of student loan debt and a job as a barista, or that they will have one job for 10 years, much less their entire adult lives. Many of these younger folks have had more jobs by the time they're 25 than their parents or grandparents had in their entire lives, in part because young people often have multiple jobs at the same time. Clearly, Jobs and their associated living conditions and housing placement are transient for millennials and Zoomers. New jobs mean meeting new people, and sometimes moving to new places. If you're, like, going through jobs like it's tissue paper, you probably don't have the funds to, like, pick up and move, like, cross-country to a completely different area, right? And, like, I still don't understand the logic of, like, many of these younger folks have had more jobs by the time they're 25 than their parents or grandparents had in their entire lives. It's time to equalize this statistic and also have more partners by the time they're 25 than their parents or grandparents had in their entire lives. Like, what is this logic that they are working off of here? It's like psychology today. I feel like I'm being bamboozled. This person never talked to a boomer or Gen X. Your GPA had multiple jobs in different industries, and so did your dad. Why look into anything? I mean, I feel like it's definitely reasonable to say that people in our generation have had more jobs than people in, like, the parents or grandparents' generation on average, right? Gotta remember, personal anecdotes and, like, your personal experience isn't what the statistical average would be. And it was just much easier back then to, like, get a college degree and get a good job out of it, and then just kind of work in the same industry forever, right? Not quite so much anymore. I think our parents and grandparents had a very similar amount of partners when they were young. They just don't tell us about it. It's very possible, because, like, who the fuck's gonna go to their parents and be like, hey, yo, mom, how much meat did you ingest before you met dad? Working all the positions at McDonald's doesn't count as multiple jobs. It's still just a really weird thing to say, dude. Friend of yours married, and when their relationship started to go south, they tried to save it with swinging. That's even worse than trying to save it with a baby. What the fuck? Hector, thank you for the follow. Could literally walk into a building and leave with a job without even having a resume. Times have changed. I remember when I was younger, my grandma would be like, just walk in and ask for a job. And I'm like, man, that's not how that works anymore. Normalize asking mom for her body count. You gotta compare. You gotta make sure that your girlfriend's body count is lower than your mom's. And some of us have grandparents who grew up during the 60s. That's also true. Some of us could have had the hippie parents. Your dad's pretty open about those things. Kind of weird, actually. I'm glad my dad doesn't talk to me about how much pussy he slayed. Picking up and moving is easier when you own less and are poor and don't have a family. You did it really easily right when you got out of college to get your mandatory 2 years work experience to get your good job now. It also really depends on exactly how poor. Like, if you have less attachment, then yeah, you can move easier. But, like, if you, like, spend literally all of your savings picking up and moving, that could be pretty fucking rough. Hasn't worked even since you were in high school, dude. College became a commodity that has a supply and demand. The better schools are more exclusive, and schools know they have you by the ovary since you're fucked if you don't have a degree. And unfortunately, the education system in America has been corrupted for many a decade, long before I was alive. You went to a party where a girl and her mom attended, and mom talked very openly about her slutty past. Jesus Christ. What's up with these people? The amount of, like, mother-daughter pornography stuff that happens is kind of weird as well. You're pretty sure your pops thinks you're gay, given he hasn't seen you with a girl in, like, 5 years? Jesus. Walking in is how you got your first job, and you're pretty sure you're not much older than me. I've tried that a handful of times, and I basically got just apply online. And I was like, oh, now I feel silly. You're glad you don't know your dad, so he can't tell you the amount of women he got with. Oh, no. Point you're trying to get at is that we're in a low period in history after a high period, but it never solved anything by doing, concubines. Mother-daughter, what? Yeah. And not the acting ones either. I mean, like, the actual relationship transitions. Perfect segue. Monogamy has been the hallmark of real love for many past generations, and even when they could not sustain permanent sexual exclusivity with one partner, they still espoused it for themselves and everyone else. Yet many millennials and Zoomers have seen that marriage is not all it has been cracked up to be. They have watched their parents cheat on each other and divorce, stay in miserable marriages for the kids, and abandon each other when family life becomes inconvenient. Alright, well, okay, let's... When they could not sustain permanent sexual exclusivity with one partner, you have to make sure you're sexually compatible with the person you are staying with, right? Like, my dad never married my mom. He just dealt with her because I existed, right? And I feel like that is the smarter move to do. And I feel like people who are unable to maintain permanent sexual exclusivity and who still desire it, like, that's a flaw that they had, but if that's still something they want to work on, it's not a big deal, right? It's not a big deal. Yet many millennials and zoomers have seen that marriage is not all it's cracked up to be. I feel like you see that in every generation, though, right? Like, there's always going to be cheating. There's always going to be people who are miserable in the marriage. There's always going to be people who are like, oh, let's just get married for the kids. And then this last part, abandon each other when family life becomes inconvenient. Isn't that exactly what polygamy is? Like, instead of having to deal with one person directly when they, like, need effort and assistance and you to, like, put time into them, you can just be like, yeah, nah, today is Fran's day. All right, you know, I can't deal with your shit right now. You were accident 2. High five. Oh, man. All your friends are happily married. You don't know what these people are on about. Once again, you gotta remember. Personal anecdotes are not representative of statistical reality. And the statistical reality is, yeah, there's a lot of failed marriages. The marriage rate is going down. Marriage happiness has been going down. So it's one thing that a lot of people forget when they talk about things. Personal anecdotes do not mean objective fact or statistical reality. I feel this article may be a bit slanted. That paragraph said that it's bad if you stay together, break up, or try to make it work. Any way you slice it, the paragraph posits that monogamy is just bad. This whole article posits that monogamy is just bad. There are lies and then there's statistics. They've been demoralized by postmodernism. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that, honestly. No, see, polygamy is illegal, so we have to jump through hoops to avoid the law and IRS. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Some of them have also seen wonderful, fulfilling, happy marriages where both of their parents loved each other deeply for decades, but in the eyes of many, that seems to be the minority. It's not really the minority. It's still, like, roughly half. You know? Even with marriage delayed until their 30s, people can expect up to 70 years of partnership if the standard for a successful relationship is till death do us part. The idea of never having sex with a different person for 70 years seems suffocating to some people, who might prefer never to marry if it means never divorcing, or to maintain an open marriage to avoid divorce if one or both partners have sex outside the marriage. Then why get married in the first place? 70 years of partnership, where do I sign up, right? I want that shit, dude. Give me love and safety and security for 70 years. That sounds like a fucking jam. I can understand, like, someone with commitment issues and who feels like they aren't equipped to handle somebody else's emotional well-being, that would be daunting. But it's like, that's why, like, you date, right? Like, you don't just immediately marry someone and get stuck with them forever. You've heard of stories of 2 guys who weren't gay who got married for tax reasons. This is angry. The author's a bad person. Jesus Christ. Nothing else in these young people's lives seems particularly stable. They will have 12 jobs before they are 40, and then change careers yet again. Where's the proofs for these numbers you are asserting? Live in 5 different cities by the time they turn 60, and then still need to start a new job when they retire because they won't have enough money to live without working. Unaddressed climate change means that young people might expect a hotter world filled with too many people and too little clean water that is unable to sustain future generations. What the fuck does that have to do with monogamy? It's like, honey, I know we've been together for 3.5 years and you've provided for me. You've gotten advances at your career. You bought a house and we've lived happily for so long, but you know, climate change, it's getting worse, and Greta talks about how we're not doing enough to save the planet, and so I think I just need to fuck some other people. How do you even, like, what? How do you make that leap? We got a full mixed bag. Climate change making water disappear. What the fuck is happening? Climate change makes it so she's too dry to be single, I guess. How did this article manage to get so much wrong? Fuck your mistress, save the polar bears? Yeah. Cheat on your wife to save the polar bears, dude. Stop those ice caps from melting by filling many pussies. Remember the old song called Blame It on the Rain? I guess we're blaming it on climate change. Oh no. Stepping in for a moment to say hi. I am feeling a little better, Tony. Thank you for stopping in. I guess you can still tell I got a really stuffy fucking nose. I'm stuffed up. But I'm fucking living. I'm living. Uncertainty is bad for long-term relationships. You think they're saying people will have to be more adaptable in the future? That includes moving on quicker if relationships aren't working out. Yeah, no, uncertainty is always something that exists, but it's like unaddressed climate change has nothing to do with that. And if everything else in your life is so tumultuous and fucking like unsure, unpredictable, wouldn't you want at least something in your life that's like rock solid that you could count on being there, you know? I don't sound like shit today. Oh, well, thanks. I feel like I still sound like shit, but I appreciate the gusto. Fill the hole in the ozone layer by filling the holes around you. Jesus, odds. Climate change is changing things. It's imbalancing people's humors. Oh god, I hiccuped and burped it at the same time. I'm sorry. Soda makes me burpy. You just want an excuse to cheat? I mean, it's definitely not just women's who wanna do the polygamous stuff. Are they letting the patients write on psychology today? Oh my god. Pig! No pigu! No pigu! Fine! They started saying that, but managed to become unhinged through parts of it. All of these elements of fluidity mean that the majority of millennials and zoomers will almost certainly have lives of constant change. Why should their relationships be the only thing that takes one form and remains that way for the rest of their lives? Because if everything else in your life is causing you major stress and anxiety and you don't know what's going to be there tomorrow or how things are going to work out, you want at least one solid-ass fucking rock, dude. Holy shit. These people's pair bondings have a nuclear crater. Don't statistically women cheat more? I don't know statistically, but I would be willing to bet only yes, because men typically don't enter the relationship, right? They'll lie to hook up with you and then ghost you, right? So it's not cheating. It's fucking about in a different way, but it's still shitty behavior. Them sowing, awesome. Them reaping, fuck. Kier wants that solid rock. I do. Nim and Otts have said that I have the rock solid mental when I play games like Pred or Tarkov. You're listening to this and your brain is just screaming degeneracy. Women have more opportunities to. Statistically, more women cheat, but a minority of men cheat more often than most women. I'm gonna say there's no way that there's something that women do better than men, right? Like that's just You've heard that it's men that cheat more, but you don't know. Maybe we should look up the statistics. Maybe we should look it up. Even if they desire it, that kind of fairy tale family life seems unattainable to many younger people. Choosing a relationship style that flexes with their changing circumstances makes a lot of sense for millennials and zoomers, and the various forms of consensual non-monogamies offer exactly that. Saying it this way, the kind of fairy tale family life seems unattainable, that just means that, like, it's something you want, but you are, like, so jaded or, like, black-pilled, or you feel like you don't deserve that kind of lifestyle, that you just are settling for less, you know? Cheaters see relationships as a kill count and need to get the best KD. I hate that. Holy shit. She's giving up. Or you could keep trying to find someone who sticks with you through it. It's fucking rough out there, dude. Like, I get it. Dating is a slog. And it's like, there's so many shitty people. About the author, can we see, like, what else she's written? She's written books. The Polyamorists Next Door, Children in Polyamorous Families, Stories from the Polycule, When Someone You Love is Polyamorous. Hold on, it's all about polyamory, dude. Neurodiversity and relationship variation. You can't. An exploration of why neurodiverse people might be especially interested in BDSM and forms of consensual non-monogamy. That's weird. She's a PhD studying poly families that have kids. She's tainting her research with her slant on life. What makes a resilient throuple? Can someone be both asexual and polyamorous? The truth about threesomes, thruples, and triads. I don't like how all three of those words sound like they should mean the same thing. And yet apparently they are different. Alright, this is a lot of articles on polyamory. Throuple sounds like a mouth disease. I'll click on this momentarily. Let's see if she explains them. No, she just says triads might be the most popular. I was hoping there would be like a little key here where it told us about them, but you know. A throuple to fuck up the kids even harder and faster, goddamn. Isn't triad a Chinese mobster? No, triad like is the mob. Please end me now. Alright, let's look up statistics. Cheating statistics. How common is cheating and infidelity really? This is a 2021 survey. I can't really do fucking voice redeems very well, my guys. I'm sorry right now. I thought I had turned them off, my bad. It's gonna be slanted info.
Ooh, whoa.
Well, I mean, you gotta take everything with a grain of salt, but
Ooh, whoa.
it's better to have grain of salt statistics than go by like random made up statistics in your brain, right? Top 20% of men tend to cheat a lot and the rest don't cheat much at all. This is an opportunity thing. I don't know if I would believe that. You'd have to show me sources, dude. Let's see. How common is cheating in relationships? A 2010 research article suggests that finding accurate statistics on infidelity may be problematic for several reasons, including not everyone defines cheating in the same way. Does flirting count? What about virtual affairs? Infidelity in LGBTQ+ communities has not been well studied or reported. That seems a little weird. Why wouldn't they want us to know about that? Why wouldn't they want us to know about that? Here's what we do know about the prevalence of cheating. A 2021 survey by Health Testing Centers polled 441 people and reported a little over 46% of respondents in a monogamous relationship said that they had had affairs. Nearly 24% of marriages affected by infidelity reported staying together. 47.5% of relationships affected by cheating said that they established and enforced new relationship rules, such as sharing phone passwords to minimize the likelihood of more affairs. And this makes sense, right? Like, if you catch your significant other cheating, and you want to, like, fix things and stay together, having something like sharing phone passwords and having access to, like, their emails and shit is absolutely something you should do. If you haven't caught them cheating, and you want access to all of this stuff at your will to, like, look through, I feel like that's a little weird. I feel like that's a little strange, you know? Can't the researchers just ask more questions about what they have done? Problem solved. You would think so. You would think so. And 441 people is a very small sample size. But I feel like most things that have statistics are always small sample sizes. Get in the pod, join the throuple, eat the bugs. I don't want to. It's a smaller population and not a majority, but you can assume it's the same regardless of LGBT or not. I wouldn't be so sure that it would statistically be the same. Because there's definitely some statistic things that are different between the two communities. If you need to monitor each other to not cheat, your relationship is doomed. No, I would agree, which is why I prefaced it with, like, if you catch someone cheating and you want to fix things, in order to repair that trust, being able to have access to, like, their phone or their emails or whatever, like their Discord, being able to see that is part of rebuilding that trust that the person broke, right? Like, if you are dead set on, like, I know you cheated and I want to fix things, but I need you to do these things to help repair the trust that you broke, that makes sense. But if you're in, like, a regular relationship, there's been no cheating, no evidence of cheating, they're not doing anything wrong, and you're like, I need access to all of your private shit, that's weird. That's strange. That's doomed. 400 people from where? What was the sample? How about if you catch them cheating, leave them? I mean, that's my thought process, right? But some people want to fix it. And if you're in the position of wanting to fix it, you kind of need to do things that otherwise would be like invasion of privacy, right? Because like there's no other way to repair that trust. If you caught someone cheating, you don't know if you could attempt to fix things. I mean, again, I feel the same way, but that wasn't my point. My point was, if you are in a relationship and if you want to fix things, sharing phone passwords, having access to their Discord, having access to their email, blah, 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 that makes sense under only that caveat, right? That's the only time that makes sense. Because you'll see a lot of people just be like, oh, you never show her your phone, never let her have access to your shit. And it's like, well, under normal circumstances, like, it'd be weird if she was wanting to go through all your shit all the time. Like, that shows some kind of fucking sketchy behavior. But if you cheated and she wants to fix things, then it makes sense. If you catch them cheating, leave them. Yes, that's my opinion, but that was not my point. That was not my point. So many people missing the point. Where did you get all the GP? You're so low level. What? Twitter, Jesus Christ. Why is Keffels trending again? Because she's trying to shit on Jim's grave. Chat, like, fucking Keemstar tweeted out something about how, like, losing Jim is losing a big commentary voice on the internet, which is completely fucking correct. And Keffels was just like, nah, Jim a piece of shit. He talked poorly about me and other people, and he made fun of people with, the moonshine, whatnot, and it's like, fuck you, kid. Imagine getting caught cheating at 14, Jesus. Looping! We're looping. The point is that you can't go back to how things were. I mean, you can. It'll just take time and effort, and it's all about whether both of you want to put in the effort. Everyone was commenting before I explained it fully. I wasn't even behind in chat when I started explaining it. Wasn't even behind in chat. Also, I can't tell if this guy is like a bot who's trying to post the Rick Astley video. But like, what? What are you doing, lad? Are you okay? Figure you would have learned the lesson after you got fucking showed the first time. Like, Jesus. Brianna Wu even became involved. There are people who didn't know who the fuck Brianna Wu was. Now you're depressed again. Don't be depressed! Brianna Wu jumped on the shit train because, of course, well, yeah. Which Jim? The only Jim that matters. Mr. Medicare Jim. Keffels is molding about being called out for being a lol cow by the hat salesman, honestly. Keffels has already been ostracized by her own community. Really? I don't keep up with Keffels. I just, like, see them trending every so often, and I'm like, what the fuck did this weirdo do now? Keffels also admitting wanting to give kids hormones or something. Oh, that was ages ago. That was the humble fruit farmers are the ones who brought out all of the, like, home-baked hormone therapy shit that they were doing. People need to see how smart other people are, and those people need to literally ride the corpses of other people to get that sweet black tar attention high. God damn. I don't understand. Here's a 12 bullet point dissertation on why people can't get back together. You're about to tell him to stop backseat moderating. You don't know who Brianna Wu is? Brianna Wu was a person that rose to quote-unquote fame during Gamergate and then ran for Congress in Massachusetts. Their whole shtick is just like Gamergate, much like Anita Sarkeesian. So they're kind of like worthless as a person. Good, no one should know who she is. He's on Chud Buds now. Chud Bud. Jim Carrey, no. He died. No, he stopped streaming because his cancer AIDS is really bad. This Jim, Mr. Medicare, he's had like bad health condition for a really, really long time, and it's finally gotten to a point where like he felt like he couldn't keep streaming, and he had his final streams the other day. So now we have lost a paragon of the internet, unfortunately. Wu tried to turn shitting on Jim into shitting on Total Biscuit's grave. Fuck. They just can't stop, dude. The weatherman will be missed by so many people. The weatherman will be missed by at least 5 times the amount of people who will miss either Brianna Wu or Keffels. So who really won? Let's be real here. You still can't believe Wu got away with self-inserting into Gamergate? Self-inserting into Gamergate was like the primo way to get some kind of fame for a while, dude. Jesse, we need to cook. Wu used Keffel's trending to piss on Total Biscuit's grave. Sad. Many such cases. You're a super private person. You keep all aspects of your separate. Barely even call people when you talk about friends. If someone needs to see every aspect of your life, you don't think it's worth being with that person? I'm gonna say this one more time for the room temp IQs in the back, okay? If you're in a relationship and you cheat on your significant other, you have committed cheating, you have fucked another human being that is not your partner, and then you and your partner decide, we want to fix this, we want to put the effort into saving our relationship, and your partner says, in order to gain back the trust that you broke by cheating on me, I need access to your Discord or your phone or your emails to make sure that you're not doing this again while we're trying to fix our relationship. If you could not commit to that, then you would not be in a position to get your relationship back. Doesn't matter how much you say you want to fix it. If you're not committing to rebuilding that trust in a way that that person feels comfortable after you shattered it by cheating on them, you are the asshole. You were already the asshole for cheating. But my whole point was giving them access to your private shit only makes sense. Only makes sense when you have cheated on them and you want to fix it. Are we clear, class? Does anybody else want to say something really dumb? Am I okay? I've been coughing pretty wet coughs for a little while now. Zam, are you out here being like a Fox meteorologist judging the wetness of my coughing? Honestly, them shitting on Jim is giving you vibes of when Total Biscuit died and when Etika died. Now, some people won't stop bringing them up and let them fully rest in peace. You hope Jim survives and beats his cancer so that doesn't happen? I agree. I want Jim to beat his cancer AIDS. I want that man to come back bigger and better than ever, dude, like the Hess truck. The fuck is Gamergate? That's made up, right? No, it's not made up. Gamergate, TLDR, gamers wanted journalists to not give favoritism to game developers when they had personal relationships or sex with them. So it was about ethics and journalism. But because one girl got found out about having sex for like good reviews for her video games, it turned into all gamers are misogynists, and if you hate games journalists, you hate women. It spawned so many fucking ridiculous shit. You're glad Gamergate is finally dead? People love beating that dead fucking horse, dude. It's never gonna finally die. You wish Gamergate was made up. You like how Keffels called getting cancer a skill issue when his dad actually died of cancer? To be fair, I also said imagine dying skill issue. I feel like that's a joke he could probably appreciate. You've been living under a rock, good God. But then again, looking at Twitter makes a part of your brain itch and that scares you. I literally only have a Twitter because I stream. Jim will have a dead man switch to start Gamergate too. If he doesn't have a dead man switch, I'll be fucking impressed, dude. I'm sorry, Kirsche. It's going to be eternal. I'm just fucking listening comprehension. I swear to God.
Ooh, whoa.
Someone who's committed adultery needs to make allowances in order to regain a modicum of the trust that was once there. Yes, exactly. Sounds very controlling and toxic. I'm going to fly to your house and stab you like you live in Idaho. In Minecraft. She already has said leave then. God damn. God damn. Challenge you to fisticuffs. Chat clearly doesn't listen to women. Nah, I just sound like fucking the adults in Charlie Brown. You understand my point, but you know people who want that from the beginning? That's all I'm gonna say. Fuck you. Just fuck you. Absolutely. Holy shit. Fuck you. I repeated it so many times. I repeated it so many times. Oh my god. Jim will have a final announcement on his deathbed confirming that the One Piece is real. Jesus. Why is this Joyzy Coyote speaking so slowly? I'm sick! I'm sick! The best way to handle a situation where your partner cheats on you is to sleep with their parents! Holy shit. I don't understand. Can you explain again why you're trying to kill your Digimon? What do you mean? What do you mean? This one is at least. It's... Brianna Wu didn't insert. Oh my god. If you're dumb enough to use your regular accounts to cheat, you deserve to have your privacy encroached upon. I've talked about this before too. I was a guy for a while that I was like dating, and he ghosted me, as men are wont to do. I like, oh god, when people tell me that like they're gonna do stuff with me, and then they ignore me, I like don't say anything. Or like when I'm used to people saying stuff like, you know, morning messages or like evening messages or whatever, when I'm used to a routine and then it doesn't happen, I get so fucking panicked. I got ghosted, and I have anxiety and I'm menhera as fuck. So of course I did the logical thing, and I looked up every bit of information I could find on this guy. I found like his family, I found like his parents, I found his siblings. I found he had a wife. I found he had a wife and 2 kids. And so I found his wife's phone number, and I called his wife. And I let his wife know, hey, this is what's going on. And at first she was very angry. She was like, why would you call and make up this shit and try to start shit with my family? She was Colombian, so just imagine, you know, like really, really angry Latina, right? And I was like, no, wait, hang on, lady. I'm not trying to start shit. I got proof. I got so many Discord logs you don't even know. I got so much shit on this dude you don't even know. And if I was involved here, how many others were there? All right, I got to hear this man get beat with a chancla in real time, and it was so soothing. It was amazing. SJWs discovered they could ruin video games too. I just wanted to play video games. They can leave me alone. Gonna stab you like you live in Idaho. Oh my god. You will Idaho someone as your new favorite threat. Hey, you're welcome. Kirsche, what does your name mean? Boog, I swear to fuck. Did I know that my name means cherry in Austrian? I didn't know I was a painter. Oh god. Can we get 6 more explanations? You never really understood. More than 50% of people can't understand or comprehend hypotheticals. Seems that several of them are in chat. We found the people who can't perceive an entire apple in their imagination. Gamergate is a loosely organized campaign, but Black Lives Matter is a decentralized political and social movement. Just don't pay attention to their subversion, dude. Don't fall for it. You thought I said I was a guy for a while? No. Throwback to when I had to explain the Digimon suicide poop egg bear suit in Toy Town thing over and over and over again.
We're just waiting for the clown horn to be squeezed.
Go ahead.
I think we may. Is he leaving the room?
There we go.
Thank you for that 500 videos, anime. Thank you for the whole fucking circus. Holy shit. You NCIS searched him. Yeah, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. I have weaponized autism, alright? I will find everything you've ever done in your entire life if you fuck with me. That went from 0 to 100. Very stalkerish. Well, he shouldn't have fucking ghosted me. Dumb bitch. She had La Chancla locked and loaded. Regaining trust after your partner cheats is a very weird situation because it implies the partner is willing to stay together. I think you need to figure out an entirely new dynamic of how the relationship functions because it definitely won't be the same. Yes, which is why the person who cheated needs to make concessions. Deserved, but still, what the fuck? What do you mean, what the fuck? I am an upstanding citizen, and I do not condone cheating. Sounds like the guy who wrote a bot to say goodnight queen to a bunch of Instagram girls and then stopped it, and they threw a fit when the attention went away. Well, that's a little different. Like, some random doing it to Instagram girls is a little different than someone I'm literally dating, right? Okay, it wasn't like, this was like 6 months, okay? And he just fucking poof. I've had people go poof after a year! After a year, men are fucking crazy, dude. I've maintained that I am the men in all of my relationships. I don't want to be the man. I am just, unfortunately, I date room temp IQ. So I am the paragon of logic and reason in my relationships, and I fucking hate it. I want to be the woman for once, okay? Now that's satisfying. Yeah, it was satisfying, dude. The wrath of a Latina woman is a thing every man fears. La Chancla has the highest DPS of all Hispanic weapons. That's true. People have imagination. Oh no, dude.
What? Thank you for follow.
What's wrong with chat? Chat reflects the streamer. This is why Kirsche will stay single. Others fear her chancla. I have a rolling pin. I'm Italian, alright? Shouldn't they just leave instead of fixing it? I will kill you! In Minecraft! Kirsche's crazy, and like all crazy chicks, she's an amazing lay. What the fuck? What? Thankful that you rarely post on websites and forums. The stream has further reinforced your decision to be an internet nomad. Yeah, don't leave a big footprint, dude. It's not worth it. You are the men in your relationship. All women ghosted you. Like all the men. Fuck, I hate it. Did they put on the dress? I've only had one guy try on my dresses. And he kind of, you know, didn't fit in them. So he like ripped them. And I was very sad. I was very, very upset. Just saw Total Biscuit Twitter shit. You see all the idiots claim he was transphobic despite having trans guests on. And legit throwing a guy out from a con for a trap joke. Man, imagine. Men are crazy. I am the man in all my relationships. Yeah, the men that I date just act like fucking women. I would unironically have a more stable relationship if I was just a lesbian. You never understood going poof, only ever gotten poofed on. That shit is cruel. It's hella cruel. It is hella cruel. Some people use it, like, if they're not permanently poofing, they'll go through cycles of, like, they'll make plans with you, and they're supposed to, like, do stuff with you, and then they'll just go dead silent. Like, they won't answer any of your messages, they won't show up, they'll just be completely fucking gone for, like, 3 to 14 days on average. And you'll be panicking because you don't know what the fuck's going on. You can't get in contact with them, whatever, dude. And then they'll come back like everything's all hunky-dory, and then they'll fucking, you know, fucking blow smoke up your ass again, give you the love bombs before they go through the whole cycle again. It's awful. It's an awful thing to go through. She cooked the pizza. I cooked the pizza. Stand name La Chancla. Stand user Abuela. Oh my god. At this point, you think people are trolling about the cheating thing? They must be. They must be. Hello, Cookie. Have I seen the video? Someone took of a Latina arguing with some guy on the street. She slaps him, throws his phone on the ground, insults him, and then ends with them making out. No, but it sounds like a telenovela. Lesbians fight all the time. I see you missed the joke. You're fed up people saying the word blank is enough to start canceling people and Twitter drama. Yeah, I can't say that word, phosphorus. I also think it's dumb, but I also can't say it because Twitch will ban you if you get reported for saying it because it's considered a slur. It's not a slur, in my opinion, but my opinion means jack shit here, you know? Imagine bending over backwards while you have prostate cancer to make people happy and they still hate you. What? Lesbians have the most... Oh my god, so many of you just... You're starting to understand why when you put... Oh my god. So many of you just didn't get my joke. My comedy. Feel like you can't make up for it, you can redeem yourself, but to carry on is a little weird and seems like an uphill... I'm gonna literally fucking kill myself. I am going to go to Home Depot and pay full price for a rope, and I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Not in Minecraft, okay? Chases himbos. Himbo, I want it in the butt and where's your clothes? No, himbos don't want that. What do you mean? Am I just too weird for normal guys? I tend to show my power level too soon, and I spook off people who think Portland's a good place to live. Which probably dodged a bullet, right? Oh, God. If you see Italians everywhere have that same mental imagery of the rolling pin wielding matron, yes. Yes, it's horrifying. It'll strike fear into your heart, dude. ASMR isn't available? That's because I'm fucked right now, Bailey. I'm still sick. I can't do voices. Oh, God. Holy Hammer Strike, thank you for the heckin' 100 biddies, my dude. You know, maybe when I finish my rebranding, I get, like, some fucking actual background music for when I'm just talking like this. Because when I, like, stop to drink, it just gets dead quiet, and I feel weird. Realize a great majority of us have the tism. We won't get half your jokes. I just don't believe you. I just don't believe you. People don't like being called stupid, so they pretend they're banning words to protect special needs people. They're not even special needs people. They're just way too easily offended. Calling people who are easily offended special needs is unironically insulting to the special needs people. They have more awareness. Just make the Canadians do it for you. Ots, when are we actually getting married? So I can get that sweet, sweet Canadian healthcare. Take me out, dude. Mind break arc, let's go. Oh my God. Thinks Portland is a good place to live. Fucking bounce. Please don't go to Canada. The chat cheating on you isn't worth it. Hold on to your Discord password. Jesus Christ. Kirsche seems to date femboys more than himbos. It's an unfortunate side effect of enjoying alternative punk kind of looking people. It's like, I'm so fucking attracted to men who suck dick, and I hate it. Right? Even Portlanders think Portland isn't a good place. That's true. That's true. Why not use copyright-free background music? I tried that for a while, and I didn't like it. It fucking got on my nerves, dude. We don't take things that literally. She wants me for my government-assisted suicide. Yeah, it's not for your money, it's just your government-assisted suicide. Oi. Azahara found the vid and not safe for work. Oh my God. I don't know. Can I even go in that channel right now? When arguing with a Latina, stay calm. This better be safe for Twitch. I'm trusting you.
Check out this couple arguing right here.
He is stone cold, dude. Immobile.
Holy shit, she's got the phone.
What did he do? Oh, she threw it again.
She just broke his phone. And they're kissing.
See, now I want more context. You don't know if you're sad for the guy or not? I don't know either. I don't know either, because, like, what did he do? Did he deserve that? Was she just crazy? I don't know. This is how you seduce a Latina cutie, piss her off? I don't know. We have plenty of Latin America lads in the chat. Dude is completely dead inside. Latin American passion is a mystery. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. We got plenty of people here who could fucking give inside perspective. He texted a woman, his mom. Oh no. He said tamales are mid. Oh my God. Maybe say like different DBZ characters. He didn't bring her home some fucking kebab from the Goku shop. honestly. Oh god, I gotta blow my nose again. He called Pizza Hut. Who's Pizza Hut? It's actually Pizza Hut. What? Ots, are you okay?
Nim, are you still here? You can hear my nose getting more and more stuffy. I go blow it. Nim, if you're still here, you wanted to do the video for the Overprimes, right? Hold on, I blow nose.
Why do you want to hear me blowing my nose, you fucking weirdo? Fine, I only did one nostril. I guess you can hear the other one. I was like, what? What? There you go. There we go. Nose blowing ASMR on the house. Fucking weirdos. Why would you do that? You guys asked me to. That was gnarly. Thank you. Thank you for the heckin' 100 biddies, my guy. Can't even say to skier because it's Kirsche, so it's gross. What does that even mean? Thank you for the 100 biddies, Fricey. Oh my god. If we told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it? No, but that has far worse repercussions than just me blowing my nose. Ots, let us hear. Also, Ots, gross. I mean, the man's doesn't know if he likes it until it happens, right? It's probably some shit she's over-exaggerating and the dude was calm knowing she was just upset over something small and forgave her anyways. You say this because you're Cuban and it's common. I don't want to assume, you know? Imagine Kirsche blowing her nose on your... No. I don't think I could blow my nose on skin, dude. What the hell? You cheated us. We only got one nostril. What's wrong with you? The fetish bros must be contained. They're getting a little out of hand. Got any lacquer thinner? You swear it has nothing to do with what just happened. You're cleaning your airbrush. What? I don't understand what you just said to me. Where the fuck is Nim? Where the fuck is Nim? I'm gonna lose my mind. This dumb bitch. This dumb bitch. You.
What do you want?
You wanted to do the video.
I am busy losing years of my life watching YouTube shorts.
What?
Bro, they just suck the time away from you.
What the fuck? I can't find this video. How fucking far back was it? How many days ago did you... Oh, I found it.
Yeah, you could also go to Stream Suggestions, where it was originally posted.
I might have to fucking go really far back.
When was the last time you looked in that channel?
Yesterday, I think. I don't remember. Time is an enigma. Nim is becoming a TikTok consumer? Nim, stop it.
No, it's YouTube Shorts. It's much less cancer.
It's the same thing. It's literally the same. There we go. There we go. We got feet. Ott's asking me to blow my nose unmuted and asking for feet. This guy's out of fucking control today. My airbrush. Nim needs to wrangle the streamer. Do I need to... Why you should be playing Overprime instead of Predecessor? Do I need to stream this to you?
Yes, that'd be nice.
Mr. Moderator making me double stream. Alright. We got a panty shot. We can die in peace. What the fuck? What the actual fuck?
If you really got a panty shot, then what are on her panties?
Chat doesn't know that. They can't identify objects. Is this video a troll or not? I feel like it's not a troll. Make the content.
Whoever answered cherries, you're wrong. You're a liar.
This person's name is Elion. Thanks, I hate it.
Running on. Alright, the only pro that I give this game. Okay, so I'm gonna give you my background, right? I am Mr. Eleon. I have played competitively / professionally Smite for 7 years. I have played MOBA since I was 13 years old. I am now 26, so 13 years of MOBA.
Okay, he's got you know, experience.
Warcraft 3 into Dota, into Han, Heroes of New Earth, which is pretty much Dota. into League of Legends, then into Smite, then Smite until, you know, recently, where I'm, you know, and then until Dota recently again, where I'm ranked top 1200.
There we go.
And now I'm open to 2 new MOBAs that were coming out. I have tried Old Paragon before. I did not enjoy it. I thought it was just a copycat of other MOBAs, right? I thought it was League of Legends macro, but weaker. And
How was Paragon a copycat of other MOBAs when it was literally the only one that existed with fucking verticality? What does he mean? What does he mean by this? I was just like, if you're gonna say that Paragon was a copycat of League of Legends, by that nature, League of Legends was a copycat of Dota. Literally everything was a copycat of Dota. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Streamer down because she was peeking her mic in my eardrums.
Fucking peek something in your eardrums. Am I expecting?
Remember, all of your filters are going straight to your stream, so it's not affecting Discord at all.
Are you expecting a pro MOBA player to be smart? I was fucking with all that experience he just listed off. Yes. I was like, if I go into like how much industry involvement I had with like fucking MMOs, I would expect whatever comes out of my mouth after to be somewhat intelligent. The man played Smite as a pro. You should disregard all his opinions. I mean, he's probably better at the game than I am, to be fair. You know?
What a
The Isak monster. Thank you for that heckin' 3 months of prune. Thank you for the prune, my guy. All MOBAs were copies of Dota. Yeah, they all originated. Dota was an Aeon of Strife clone. I don't even know what that is. Maybe it goes back even further than my knowledge. But it's just like, fuck, dude. How is it a fucking copy of League of Legends? If anything, it would be more like, if he said a copy of Smite, I'd be like, well, okay, I could at least give you points for trying. But Smite doesn't have verticality. Fuck, dude.
And then Smite third-person aspect with lower mechanics. So I felt like it was just a weaker version of other games put together, correct? The game then dies, correct? Epic then wants to invest in Fortnite, which makes total sense because it's, you know, obviously one of the biggest games ever in
Making
history.
them fistfuls of
so
cash.
It makes total sense why they do that. They then drop the assets, right? And then allow people to use them. And now both of these games, Paragon the Overprime and Predecessor, are both using the assets. Correct. So now that we're here, now I'm going to explain to you. After I played about 5 or 6 hours of Predecessor, and I have played about 200 to 300 hours of Overprime.
What is that split? What is, he's like, yeah, I've played a couple of 100 hours of this one game, and I played like 6 hours this other one. I can compare the two of them. Not biased at all, by the way. Holy shit. You would have said Super Monday Night Combat was a closer game to Paragon? What does fucking Sunday Night Football have to do with Paragon? I don't know what that game is. Fully qualified opinion. Dude, we get it. You lost your first 3 matches. Oh my god.
Okay, so as an unbiased player of MOBAs,
hold on, can we run that back a second here?
Correct. So now that we're here, now I'm going to explain to you. After I played about 5 or 6 hours of Predecessor, and I have played about 200 to 300 hours of Overprime. Okay, so as an unbiased player of MOBAs, I came.
Like, I get it, right? When you're live, sometimes you like say stuff that sounds kind of contradictory in the moment, and you got to take a second for your brain to catch up and be like, oh, wait a minute, maybe I need to explain this better. But like, what the fuck? Because, like, this looks live, right? This looks like a live situation that he just put on YouTube, right? This wasn't a recorded video. Wait, is this feet cam? It was. And now it's not.
And I tried Overprime in their alpha, or whatever, their alpha testing. And I thought, my first thoughts were, wow, this game's macro is very intense, very fast, and...
Do you remember when we played in the Overprime alpha before it released?
I don't remember anything about that game. I blocked it from memory.
Oh, no. You're going to remember this as soon as I mention it. And how Murdoch could literally sit under his tower and his range specifically was so long that he could CS his minions from under his tower that were under our tower. Do you remember this?
No.
Yeah, no, Murdoch was so fucking broken in the alpha that as an AD carry, he could sit under his tower. We could have the wave frozen under our tower, and he'd be able to CS from all the way down lane. Like, he wouldn't even have to come out. He could just sit under his tower and CS. It's like that. Unbiased opinion, though.
And very fun and very exciting. And then I did have, that was my biggest positive about the game, because I, as a mobile player, I think macro is the hardest part to master in a MOBA, in the aspect of how do you make a game that has a very high and fast pace that is smooth and has counterplay on each side of the map. One of the hardest things to do. It's taken Dota and League years to master it, and not only years, but then they have to change it and re-innovate it, and that's very hard to do. So I thought, wow, this is very impressive. I almost feel as if Overprime landed on such good macro almost by mistake. That's
He's
how
not
good
a
it is.
woman.
So I played it. I got top 15 ranked in their alpha test or whatever. I loved it. I had a lot of fun. I was playing it a lot. And then Predecessor was coming out about a week later. One big thing about the Predecessor that a lot of people didn't like is that you had to pay $10 to actually even try their alpha test.
As you said, he played Smite as a pro. There's no micro or macro management at all in that game. Yeah, even I can play Smite. Smite. I mean, he's definitely going to be better at Smite than me, for fucking sure. I wasn't a professional player, but, like, I played Smite because I didn't have to use a lot of brain cells to play it. I could just, like, get on, touch some buttons, you know, get, like, a whole bunch of fucking kills as, like, new Wa. Holy shit, I almost called her what I actually called her. $10 whole, what an investment! Oh my god.
So as a MOBA player, I took a step back and I said, wow, like, why would you pay $10 to play this when you could just play Dota, League, Smite, and Overprime for free, right? You're coming in.
Because Overprime was able to launch for free because they have a massive company like Netmarble bankrolling them. And Omeda's a indie dev, please ampersand, you know? Now we're coming. 10 whole fucking dollary dues. Well, it's 20 now because it was half off the first week it was out. This guy's saying that the same principle of being able to play one FPS, giving you the skills to play any. No, he's trying to say that his opinion carries more weight because not only did he play all of these other MOBAs, but he also played MOBAs professionally. Which normally, yes, would lead to more weight in his opinion. But I feel like his opinion's like, why would I pay $10 for this game when this other game is free, or I could play League of Legends? Doesn't really make much sense to me. Like, I've talked about this before as well. How, like, I thought it was kind of silly to have Predecessor release after Overprime. Like, I get you have to have the game, like, ready, you know? But considering Overprime was going to be free, it was going to be harder for Predecessor to fight that market for player share. Because Predecessor, not only you had to pay to get into the early access, but it's also fighting branding. Because Overprime was able to pay to get the rights to use Paragon in their name. So they're also fighting, like, the uphill battle of people are going to see Paragon in Overprime's name and think this is the more put together game, when it's just not. How well does the adage, if a product is free, you are the product, apply? That's a good question. I have no idea. You got into Smite in college and you're able to get a lot of kills when you got in after a few weeks. At least if you want to make people come to your side, appeal to authority is usually a bad way to structure your arguments to begin with. Well, it's like, I can understand setting it up that way, right? Because, like, if I was going to talk about, like let's say Blue Protocol, right? If I was going to talk about Blue Protocol, I'd be like, I understand a lot of the stuff that happens with publishers and whatnot because I've worked with publishers for MMOs. I have played almost exclusively MMOs for a very, very, very long time. And I feel like I understand the genre very, very well. So, like, I might not always preface shit by saying that, because a lot of you guys already know that, but it's definitely something that just comes naturally.
This is for.
It's just something that comes naturally, especially if you're just, you know, shooting the shit live. Why would I cook meth IRL? I can cook meth in GTA. Fricey! Fricey, not sure what this is for. Thank you! Thank you for the heckin' $20 doodles, my guy. Thank you, thank you! Thank you! Thank you.
As a competitor to the biggest games, one of the big, like two of the biggest games in the world, and you're saying you have to pay $10. Okay, that's a big question mark for me off the bat. Correct? I'm sure a lot of you guys are gonna be like, but Overprime made you pay for characters, so if you think about it mathematically, it doesn't really matter. Yes, I agree with you. But Overprime made changes. They adapted. Their devs thought about it. Their devs looked at it and adapted. You know how many devs do that? Not a lot. But we'll wait before we go there.
This man praising Netmarble a little too much. You know, as someone who's played Korean games, I would not trust Netmarble as far as I could throw them. But also, that's a little weird that that's the argument he's using instead of being like, Netmarble is a massive company that could afford to release a game as free to play with microtransactions, whereas Predecessor is built by an indie company. They did get backing. They did get backing from Epic. They got grants from Epic, so it's not like they're poor as fuck, right? But they have staff they have to pay. They have people working on the game. They've come out with like pipeline stuff very quickly. This man has definitely not received any payments from Netmarble. And it's just, I don't know. That seems like the weird argument to take. Like, I can understand why people wouldn't want to pay the $10/now $20. I understand that, and I think that Predecessors should have released before Overprime, because they're fighting the free-to-play plus the branding battle. But, I don't know. It's just, I hope that they get on a marketing kick at some point, instead of being like Epic and just doing nothing with the game, as far as marketing goes. Free-to-play is a huge gamble unless you get the big bucks already. Yeah. I like Predecessor will have like skins and stuff that you can buy, but their cash shop isn't even ready. Like they don't have the cash shop in the game. So the only way they're making money from this product is from people buying it in early access. Like you can't buy anything else right now.
So then I paid my $10 to try Predecessor, and I played it. And all the things that I've heard about Predecessor, you see, I feel like there's a big following for Predecessor on social media that does not reflect in their player base. And is just a big following of like old Paragon players that want to replay Paragon, right? The old version of Paragon, they want that. You know, a lot of players, you know, when they took the game away from them, they were still looking for that, you know, that feeling of the game.
Yeah, that's what we want in our Paragon remake.
I was like, oh, okay. So like, I thought the game would be so much more because of all the hype these guys build up for it. But as I started to understand, it was just people that wanted the old game to survive and were just rooting for this game without looking at what both games were. It was just, I want Red because I love Red, and I don't care if Red makes me, you know, bleed inside. I just love Red. You know, it was a very biased way of looking at the game.
Do you have anything to say about what this man is like talking about right now, dude?
No.
What? You're the one that wanted me to look at this, and you're just not gonna say anything?
Let the man finish his sentence, woman.
So when I came into the game, I was expecting, you know, a lot more. I was like, oh, you know, all these people are talking about it. Like, all these people are saying great things, so let's try it. So then I tried it. I paid the $10. When I opened the game, the first thing I saw was the art looked very bad compared to Overprime. The art looked very...
I'm gonna... Hold on a second. Hold on a fucking second. Where are my clips? Where are my clips? Oh god. Fucking my browser. Isn't it the same assets? It is literally the same assets. Side by side comparison right now. I can't I can't stream and run Overprime, and I can't stream and run Overprime and Predecessor at the same time. I don't know what you're linking.
They also both run through Steam, so I don't think that you could launch both of them at the same time if you have both on Steam.
Probably not, but I have to play Predecessor through Epic Game Store, remember?
You could also just Google it.
Kirsche's mouth... Oh no, can you hear me breathing? Yeah, I have to mouth breathe, dude. It's fucking awful. Huh. I don't know, because like the Paragon... The section changed from Overprime to Paragon the Overprime, so I don't think I'm going to be able to find this clip, actually. But there's a clip. There's a clip of me playing Overprime, and one of the characters, they basically took Shinbi and made it into, like, a new character. Like, it basically looks like Shinbi, but with worse shading. And she looks like the lady that shot up the YouTube, or went to shoot up the YouTube offices. And I wish I could find it. I wish I could find it. But I don't have it. Arnold, what clip is that? Why are you linking that? Is that relevant? Do I play this? I don't know what's happening. Just men post clip says nothing. I don't know what you want. You're linking my clips in the last 24 hours? Oh, you linked a specific clip. But no, it's not from the 24 hours. It was like earlier this year during Overprime's alpha testing. You might be trying to say that because the remake is not really doing anything that new, that it is doomed to fail like the original due to lack of demand outside of the hardcore fan base of the original. Just the fact alone that it is a MOBA with verticality makes it outside of the purview of anything like Dota or League that are top-down, or Smite that is third-person but with no verticality. Predecessor's literal only competition is Overprime, and Overprime has less player retention than Predecessor does. Just tuned in. What's the context of the video? Guy comparing Pred and Overprime and why Overprime is better. The original failed because Epic killed it. Yeah, exactly. Epic was like, I want to focus on fucking Fortnite. Chug jug, dude. Aren't
we might
MOBAs...
have to just install it and do the comparison ourselves. I can't find anything good.
You can't find anything good?
No, I found a map comparison.
I mean, I have my issues with both of the maps in both of the games. Like, I think Predecessor's map is too small, and I think Overprime's map is too large and empty. But, oh shit. My browser's like really laggy when I try doing stuff on Twitch while I'm live, because Twitch is fucking garbage, dude. Actually, garbage-ass game.
Graphics card win.
Graphics card win. Maybe if I go to all, because I think the original section for Overprime just doesn't exist anymore. And
the Overprime recent reviews mixed, 59% positive.
Ooh. Ooh. I mean, there's a chance that like fucking both Pred and Overprime fail, but I would like to not see that happen. I don't have any interest in the way that Overprime plays, but just like that man said, Overprime feels more fun. That is an opinion, not something you can really objectively quantify. Yeah, I don't know how many views this clip has, but like just scrolling down, I haven't been able to get to it yet, so I'm probably gonna have to give up here. I'm probably gonna have to give up, unfortunately. That looks like Fault, yeah. That's not... I've played so many of these fucking remakes, dude. And yet somehow they don't blend together. I can recognize which one is which just in a tiny, tiny video box. Yeah, I'm all the way down at like 50 views. And I haven't found it yet, so I'm gonna give up on that, unfortunately. But yeah, they use the same assets for the characters, and Overprime has their original character out already, whereas Predecessors isn't coming out until March, I want to say. Is this the game from that very cool Gamer Girl movie? That one that was on display there was Fault, and Fault no longer exists. They had to shut down.
So weird they chose Fault for a movie focus.
Yeah, I agree. I was like, what the fuck? That's so fucking
literally,
strange.
League of Legends just exists. Like,
Maybe it
Could
was
have just done that.
maybe it was some sort of fucking weird ass money laundering tax write off shit that us plebs couldn't understand. You know?
Well, time to install Paragon the Overprime.
Ain't that Pokemon MOBA still a thing? I don't want to talk about that. Wait, what?
Hey, that
Fault is in a
Pokemon
movie?
MOBA was actually kind of fun. Not gonna lie, for a Switch game, not bad.
Yeah, there was a movie that came out called One Up. That's basically like women's can be just as good at professional video gaming as mans. And so they made a movie about an all-female professional esports team playing Fault very poorly, but you know, they stuck it to the man. Yikes. We watched it as a community since it's a game that I have played and actually won tournaments in, so that was a fun time. Do you know any other crippled sex kittens that crush at fucking Elder Orb, dude? Do I remember the League Sirens? Yeah, I was friends with multiple people on Team Siren. One of them made me artwork of Donald Trump as a lumberjack. I played with a couple of them when I played League of Legends competitively. I think, was it Siren or was it Valkyrie? I can't remember. I want to say it was Siren. I want to say it was Siren. My brain is now foggy and I was like, oh shit, did I say the wrong name? Is it the wrong people? I think it's the right people. I should have been in the movie. That was my representation. Too bad Mr. Moderator game died. Kirsche was so disappointed. I want my gamer girl video game. I want it, okay? They were college team, not professional, no. They were on the professional esports circuit, but yeah, they were a college team because college teams were now like college football. They had college esports for some reason. Girls get it done. Yeah, we're smashing that fucking ceiling, dude. Didn't that one all-female esports team get creamed in their first tournament? Which one? And I played League competitively. Yeah, I did. I played League competitively. I was never on like a professional team, but I played with a whole bunch of people who were, and I basically only ranked queued. Unironically, it put my blood pressure really fucking high, which is why I quit League in 2014. There have been multiple. Need to be specific. Exactly, dude.
Very weird.
Weird.
It was very blurred out. The art just didn't feel me at all.
The art just didn't feel me.
It looked very a lot like World of Warcraft to me, and I think obviously World of Warcraft, as old of a game as it is, and so then that was one of the biggest things that stood out to me.
I can agree that like the item images look very fucking old, ancient MMO-y. And one of the things in the roadmap Predecessor talked about was having new icons for the items coming out at one point.
They need new character portraits too. Please,
Yeah.
God, I can't tell the white women apart.
I can't tell the white women apart. They all look the same. But
yeah, she got a cool hat.
like I can see where he's coming from with like the item images looking, you know, very World of Warcrafty. But that's something that they're fixing. I get it. It's like it's the comparison between like an indie dev and Netmarble being an established company. There was one South Korean all-female team that got their opponents in trouble because their opponents were absolutely not taking the match seriously. Was that the one where like all the dudes fucking picked supports or some shit? Which then that team got fined for that match for some reason. How dare they insult the Whamins?
I mean, I'd say it would fall under unsportsmanlike conduct, but
yeah,
still.
probably.
Also, the fact that they only had like 7 or 8 characters, so you're playing against this.
Did he actually even play this game for 5 hours when he said they only have 7 or 8 characters? What the fuck is this man on? What the fuck is this man on? The roster's definitely smaller. Omeda's also smaller than Netmarble, so they probably have less people working. Oh god, the carbonation's killing me. It's like, yeah, I fucking wish they had more heroes as well. Nim talks about that all the time. He's like, I want more carries. The carries they have right now, you know, kind of just left click. You know, I'm bored with the carry role. I want more too, but like, it's in early access. It's not released. Pause has been shut up, silly man.
Same characters over and over and over and over. I really thought, wow, like this is kind of weird. Like I thought they were working on it for like 3 or 4 years. Why is there only so little characters? Overprime, that is a new company taking this game, these assets, and just making something completely new. Why do they have already more characters?
Netmarble's not a new company. What do you mean? Netmarble's an established company. Omada's a new company. Indie company. Maybe he's trying to get people over to his own game to lessen queue times. I don't understand. He's lying to farm hate clicks. The Sigma male grind set. I mean, that's definitely possible.
Why do they already seem more developed? Why do they have... There was no match history. There was no damage numbers. There was no numbers at all. The map...
I do want match history, and that is in the roadmap for happening sometime before March, is getting like the end screen with all of that shit on it. I wonder if he even knows if they have a roadmap. I wonder if he brings it up at all.
Play seemed very slow, very boring for no reason at all. See, I don't mind, I come from Dota, so I don't mind a slow early game as long as it's, there's micro and macro to it. But this game really felt like you were just watching minions die slowly. It wasn't that you were macroing the lane, pushing the lane, keeping the lane to your tower, outplaying them with poke. It really felt like you were just watching minions die, because they wanted it to be more like a MOBA. But that's not true, so I'm
not really sure what he means by this either. Like, there's definitely a lot of early lane poke. And, I don't know, maybe as the carry, you can have a bit more insight on this with, like, watching minions die? I don't know. I don't feel like it's that way, but this is something that's hard to, like, put into objective fact, because it's just, like, feelings, right? Nim is a terrible collab partner, wants to watch a video, has zero input, even when I ask him questions.
I like giving input at the end of media.
I like pausing media and giving input, Because I will forget, That's why I want to, like, pause and be like, hey, what's your opinion on this? Nim is being a Hassan Piker reaction. That's true. I was like, I don't know. I definitely don't feel the same way. But I guess he played Smite competitively, so I can't even say if you're used to minion denial from, like, Dota, then it might feel more boring, but the wave management...
My biggest issue is I literally don't remember anything from Paragon the Overprime. So, like, I only have predecessor references and what you're saying to go off of, so it's hard for me to formulate an opinion, which is why I'm downloading fucking Paragon right now.
Well, I mean, this isn't even a, like, Overprime versus Predecessor thing. This was him just saying about the minions in Predecessor.
So I think they move too fast.
I can agree with that. I think the minions move too quickly. But, like, that's not anything of what he said. Do you need me to replay it? Were you not paying attention?
I do need you to replay it, yes.
This fucking guy asks me to watch a video, asks me to comment on a video, not even paying attention!
The lane, pushing the lane,
exactly
keeping the lane to your tower, outplaying them with poke. It really felt like you were just watching minions die, because they wanted it to be more like a MOBA. But that's not true, so I really felt like, wow. Then I really looked at the...
Is that the whole statement?
Yes.
That's just wave management, bro. Like, what?
Well, he's saying that there is no wave management in Predecessor. That it's just watching minions die.
I will say, it's very hard to do wave management in this game because of how the items work. It incentivizes you trading with the opponent too much. So people will just constantly shove.
Yes.
So there is almost no wave management that can exist unless you're facing someone who's too timid and bad at the game.
Like me!
Then you can punish them really hard by freezing it in an advantageous position, and they won't know how to recognize the freeze and unfreeze it. But if you're facing a good player, both of you are just going to be hard shoving each other, and it's going to be stuck right in the middle.
Yeah, I really don't like, and I don't know how it would be fixed, honestly, but I agree. It does incentivize just constantly hard shoving the whole time. Your mother calls it having male ears. What game is this? The one on screen right now is Predecessor, and we're talking about Predecessor, but he goes back and forth between talking about Predecessor and Overprime. You don't like the hard shoving either? Yeah, like, I think they need to do something to sort of balance out wave management a little bit, But I feel like it's the opposite of what this man is saying. This man is saying that there's like 0 wave management, and then you just sit there and watch minions die, which is the opposite of just constantly hard shoving the lane. He needs to cite his sources. Oh my god. That's why men don't pay attention. Has she considered that she may just babble on too much? I don't. I definitely don't. What the heck? What the heck? I feel like if somebody asks me to go over a video with them and has asked me multiple times to go over the video with them, they'd have input too. I wasn't expecting to be the only one talking.
Listen, if I don't say it multiple times, you will forget.
If you don't say what multiple times?
Say to watch the video.
Well, yeah, but like if I'm gonna go over it, I want your input too, because like you have a different perspective than I do, and you play the game with me. You fucking dumb broad. This guy's literally just you saying whatever the fuck that's vaguely related to the topic, so you can get an A on your essay.
Mechanics, right? So, one of the things that I did not like about Overprime was that the mechanics were very easy. And then as I played Predecessor, I was like, wait a second, these mechanics are even easier. And as a competitive MOBA player, I do not like to play easy mechanics. Like, easy mechanics mean...
Isn't Smite, like, the easiest wave management? Because you even get experience in gold when minions die, but you don't last hit them?
That's not what he means by mechanics.
What
Wave management is part of macro. Mechanics are character-based. That's the issue I have with carry. They have no mechanics. Most characters in this game are very straightforward. Ooga booga, press button in order, get kill.
Yes.
There's no, like, diverse way to play the characters, which is what I like in a character.
Which is why I'm hoping you'll like Revenant. I'm not sure how they're going to be tweaking him from how Revenant used to be in Paragon, because he was definitely overtuned. But I'm interested to see what they do with him. I think Lee Sin and League...
like, the most mechanically intensive character in the game right now. I think it's Crunch. Probably, because he actually has a kit that incentivizes using it in different ways.
Yeah.
Because of the way his ult works. And then...
Nimini Cricket. Your opinion on Predecessor?
I think that's it. I think Crunch is the only, like, mechanically intensive character in the game.
Yeah, I mean, all the characters are pretty straightforward, and all the characters have very similar kits to what they did in both Paragon and Fault. They didn't tune them too much differently. There's like a couple of things that are different, and like some of the changes they made, I think, have been for the worse. Like when Norbash's ult just like it has a slow, but it just didn't work half the time. You get partial money XP for minions you don't kill, more for when you last hit. Yeah, that's exactly what it is in Smite. So it's like, I don't know, wave management in Smite is probably the easiest it is in any of the MOBAs that exist. Your opinion on Pred versus Overprime is that you point and laugh at MOBA players for still being mazed? Like, you mazed in MMOs. I don't know what that means. Grandpa used to say an anecdote about that on some geology-related exam. What can you tell us about corundum? I can tell you it's not Flint, and Flint is... Change the topic, try to sound smart. Maybe you'll get a passing grade.
There's less outplay. You know, anyone can pick this character up and do the same thing that I could do just because it's unmissable. So, I then thought, okay, so... why the macro is slow, the mechanics are low, the art is kind of whack, there's so little characters, there's no stats so I can learn about the game. And I have to pay.
I can't wait until they have the stats in, because like the stats are absolutely fucking necessary. Stats are absolutely fucking necessary to like understand exactly what's happening in the matches from at the end screen and shit. Like you have the in-game damage counters and whatnot, but especially me personally, I find it hard to absorb that info in the moment, and it's better if I have the like end screen with all of the information laid out for me. But I think you and I both agree with kind of what he's saying here, with like there needs to be a bit more chunk to the characters. Corundum is Skyrim metal, stupid. I go quiet so Nim can say something, and then he doesn't, and then I keep talking for fear of dead air.
The issue is, I never know when you're going to give me time to talk. Because, and you've noticed this when I clip you, you don't stop talking. You breathe, and then while you're breathing, you start the next sentence.
Dude,
and
who
then you
needs to
continue talk.
breathe? Who needs to breathe? Breathing's overrated.
Money to play this game. So after about 6 to 7 hours of playing the game, I then refunded it because, by the way, I've never refunded a game on Steam in my life. I had to learn how to refund to do this process, just to give you guys a little background. And then Overprime came out again because they were in an alpha test. So then I came back to
Unbiased, by the way.
I still had some complaints.
Refunded game. Unbiased, by the
when
way.
they first released Overprime, yes, it was free, but all the characters you had to buy. But they did have a free rotation, but you still had to buy the characters, and they were very expensive, as well as the skins. I expressed my feedback, and so did hundreds and many people, and they responded immediately and made a lot of they added more characters for you to get.
This is like saying that like Blizzard or NCSoft addressed something faster than Chilla's art did, right? Like, I also want my fixes done as soon as possible, but I also understand the limitations of team sizes. Last I checked, if you played more than 2 hours in a game, you can't get a refund. I think they might make exceptions if you haven't refunded stuff before, but I'm not entirely sure, because I've only ever refunded Civ 6. I think it's the
2 hour rule is for a no questions asked refund. They just do it immediately.
Oh, okay. Did he try to claim the game was bugged or something? Maybe. Chilla's art games are flawless. Never speak blasphemy of weird, spooky 32-bit horror, man. I'm not speaking blasphemy, but it's just like Chilla's art is like 2 dudes, right? Like, you can't expect him to apply fixes as fast as like a big company would, right? I fucking love Chilla's art games. I buy every single one of his games when a new one comes out. Fucking love that dude.
Then they added, and then a lot of people couldn't play ranked because regardless of being level 10, 11, you know, their ranking system, you needed 12 characters to play. You only had 5 that were free, and you probably, by the time you got to level 11, you only could buy 1, so you only had 6, so you were halfway there.
That sounds
so there was
awful.
a big problem there, and then they fixed that as well and added 11 more characters that you get for free. So they were like, the devs were very respond to me. Like, it's not to me, but to the community. The community was saying, hey, this is a problem, and they responded immediately, time after time after time. And my experience with devs has not been the greatest. And, you know, seeing such a responsive devs felt really refreshing and amazing.
Slip of the tongue.
And then I felt like
me being money.
The devs in Predecessor were just wanted to listen to good things about their game, not constructive criticism. Right? Like, I was like, dude, there's some I was just telling them, like, this is what I think. And
I mean, it's good. It's good that they're being responsive. You want developers to be responsive. I just think that it's a bit slanted to be like, they're more responsive than the Predecessor devs. It's like, well, yeah, Netmarble's a bigger fucking studio. They probably have more people working on Overprime than Omega does on Predecessor. That's what the voice break was. Oh no. Overprime devs got a gun to his head off stream. I was like, I am partnered with fucking Predecessor, so obviously I am also slanted, but it's like, despite being partnered with them, I still played a fuck ton of Fault. I still was in like Fault tournaments. I still played Overprime. And a lot of the things I don't like about Overprime, I think, are like personal issue, not like inherent gameplay badness. Like, I hate the teleportation in Overprime. On the side lanes, there are teleportals, and you can, like, if you're in like solo lane, you can go through the side teleportal and end up in the duo lane. I was like, I don't like that there is that sort of cross map traversing in my MOBA. That's fucking weird. Teleportal, yeah. I mean, if Nim's installing it, I can probably go ahead and install it, and like we can We can like play matches at some point on stream and do like an actual in-depth comparison between Overprime and fucking Pred.
Let's just do it now.
Let's just do it now, he says. What time is it even?
And then they were just looking like they didn't want to hear it, right? They didn't want to listen to. They didn't want to hear that someone thought something bad about their game, you know? And that was just kind of weird, especially because the game is about their game, not constructive criticism, right? Like I was like, dude, there's some like my, you know, I was just telling them like this is what I think, and and then they were just looking like they didn't want to hear it, right? They didn't want to listen to. They didn't want to hear that someone thought something bad about their game, you know? And that was just kind of weird, especially because the game is like literally so new, so like fresh. Like I also felt like Predecessor, the game was just like 25% complete.
That's really weird of him to say, that he felt like this guy's so inarticulate. He's gonna. Oh my god. That's just weird that he says that they seem to not care about his opinion. And I mean, like, maybe the feedback channels for people to report feedback publicly are a little bit different, but like in the content creator Discord, whenever any of us report anything, at least one of the people who are on the Omeda team like react to it, respond to it, make a thread off of it depending on how like pertinent they feel the fix needs to be. Like, they are very interactive, and if he's not a partnered content creator with them, I can understand from a public perspective how it looks like they're probably doing less than they actually are. But because I have that inside perspective, I definitely know how much they are listening and wanting feedback. And like, even when I do streams on Predecessor, or when like you guys are playing it, I've always been like, if you guys encounter a bug or like something that fucks up in your game, just like send me a clip, report it to me, and I'll post it in the content creator Discord for feedback. Like, I have the avenue, so I might as well use it to give them even more feedback, you know? You're waiting for, and then Overprime devs paid me a lot of money. I'm not even getting paid for my partnership. I do it for free. Listen to me.
Partnership.
I felt like Overprime almost applied pressure for them to release the game before they even had anything done, other than the map, which was already given, and the characters, which was already given. So what did they really do, is my question.
The map wasn't already given. This isn't a one-for-one recreation of Paragon's map. Like, it's got a lot of the Paragon assets. It was built off of the Paragon assets, but it's not a one-for-one copy-paste of the Paragon map. And one of my biggest complaints was that they didn't change the map between the last test and early access. The map should have been changed. One of the largest points of feedback from the last test was that the map was too small, and time to travel was too quick because of how small the map was. And they didn't change the map. And I'm rather disappointed that they didn't. And like, maybe this is also something that like I don't have much perspective on, because I'm not a game developer, so I don't know how much like effort and time it would take to like completely revamp something so integral to the game as the entire fucking map.
A long time.
Yeah, so like maybe
a very long time.
Maybe it's something that they've been working on and it's going to happen soon, TM, because like the last test was in the spring sometime. I want to say it was like what, June, like May or June, the last test, and then it released in what was it, November? December? Was the first week of December? Depends entirely on the game too. Who knows how much stuff is hard-coded on the map? I have no idea, but I mean that's definitely one thing that I've talked about being disappointed about. The map needs change. Map needs changing. Abso-fucking-lutely.
But you know, it is what it is. And so now what I'm gonna tell you guys is why you should be playing Overprime and not Predecessor.
Okay.
I think this game is very undeveloped. I think it'll take years before this game is even in a good spot. While I think Overprime is making leaps every week. While, you know, and it just seems insane. There is a lot of, the one good thing that I would say about this game is that Unreal Engine 5 is what the engine they're using for this game, and you can feel how smooth it is. Overprime does have some problems right now with the fact that the game isn't as smooth as this one, obviously based off the engine that they're using. So I'm assuming, you know, Overprime in the future, they have announced that they're gonna start working towards Unreal Engine 5, and so if and when Overprime gets to Unreal Engine 5, how is this game any better? I just don't see I don't even see a single thing that this game has better, right? And so that's why I will continue to play Overprime and continue to support the game with everything that I can, whether it's making YouTube videos, guides, tier lists, and content for them, because I'm enjoying myself and the game.
Oh, that's fine.
So that is my reasons for the biggest differences between Predecessor and why you should be playing Overprime and not Predecessor. Those are my reasons. Thank you for watching.
It's like, okay. I mean, like, I disagree, but that's just, like, his opinion, man. I feel like we agreed on some of the things that could be done better, for sure. Buy your Smite gems, shop apparel, link tree, information. Does he have his Twitch here? Because I wanna see, like, if he's partnered with them. Having played both games for well over 60 hours now, I can see that OP feels like an arena shooter and not a MOBA at all. It's fun, fast-paced, but what kind of macro and micro play can you get pumped about when lobbies are averaging 60-plus kills on each side? OP really needs to work on balance. The heroes they do have, even if they have released more heroes, are broken, and they had to introduce multiple bans and lobbies to combat this. Rangers run wild in this game. Like OP, they both created an original map. I'm not sure where you heard Pred borrowed Epic's map, but that's wrong. I'm glad somebody else is correcting him. You get 20 heroes, not 7. But I guess it's easy to mistake 7 for 20. I love you, Tony. They may also have done 2 updates in the 1 month at launch, so I'm not sure what you mean by they don't listen. They've actually done major balance updates and are planning on releasing 5 more heroes. Yeah, he didn't even mention the roadmap that Predecessor came out with. Pred will be free after early access and will be the only version to launch on consoles, so maybe we should wait and see. I hate the console part, though. When Pred actually launches the game with ranked and all that jazz. They definitely have way more to do, and the jungle is boring as hell. It's also very convoluted. I hate traversing the jungle in fucking Pred. And the map objectives need big time work, but it still feels like a MOBA in my opinion. You can freeze lanes, push lanes, group up for map objectives, so I'm not really sure what you meant with that part about your spiel. Every lane has specific objectives, you can gank anytime you want, map vision plays a big role in this game, like a MOBA. I get you can't teleport across the map to get a pentakill and then zoom back to your lane for the next pentakill, but not all games are created for ferrets doing crystal meth. This was my complaint I was talking about too. I fucking hate those teleportals, dude. OP reminds me of a MOBA for kids with ADHD. It needs to slow down a bit or just become an arena shooter like it wants to be. I think you also mentioned gameplay being smoother with Pred. I agree with that. I think it's the only thing I agree with. Title should read, Smite player who hated Paragon explains why he hates revamped Paragon. I'm a Smite player and I can't stand verticality. An articulate YouTube comment. Have we ascended? Honestly, that's kind of weird. Regardless of the take, credit on the gameplay would be nice. I didn't even realize it wasn't his own gameplay. What the fuck? Stealing a content creator's content without consent is a weird take. You know what's also weird? I noticed the name when he was like bringing up like somewhere around the end here. He like brought up the scoreboard. I don't remember exactly where, but he brought up the scoreboard, and I recognized the highlighted name as Pinzo Dunzo. And Pinzo's actually, like, a partnered content creator with Predecessor as well. So this guy took footage of Predecessor from someone who's partnered with Predecessor to shit on Predecessor and say why you should play Overprime instead. This man is just heavy clowning all over the place, dude. Holy shit. Not even footage of him playing? Yeah.
I will say what I think happened is he was watching this video on stream and he just ripped it and put it in the video in his YouTube without crediting.
That's entirely possible.
Well, you can see his stream chat above his cam, so I'm assuming that's the case.
Yeah, that's true. But still, like, he could have put, like, a fucking credit in here. What a fucking gamer. Slaps you in the face with your own slipper. I'm glad Pinzo fucking said something. I went into this video with an open mind because I play both, and I gotta say, this was not an objective view of the situation. First of all, you're playing a Predecessor video with details on low and what seems to be 720p video quality, making the game visually appear much worse than it actually is. Second, you literally said the game had 8 heroes, a 5v5 MOBA with 8 heroes. It has less than Overprime? Yeah, but 8? It has 20. Third, you're saying Predecessor's characters require less skill than Overprime's. Let's see some examples. Murdoch's Q is a lock-on in Overprime. In Pred, it's a trap that only activates after a delay, so you need to use it strategically. The phase E in Overprime is a lock-on. In Pred, it's a skill shot. Kalari's dagger in Overprime is super fast, easy to hit, and has tons of range, while in Pred it's slow and has a limited range. Overprime has phase, which has a lock-on pull ability, while Pred has Richter, who has a skill shot pull that's extremely hard to hit. I hate how they reworked phase in Overprime. It is fucking garbage. Kalari's ult in Overprime is a small AoE in melee. In Pred, it's a thin line dash that needs to be aimed correctly and can easily miss if you don't know what you're doing. Fourth, there are damage numbers clearly shown in Predecessor as well as all your stats when the shop is open, just like in Overprime. Fifth, how were you able to get a refund on... Oh, we don't even care that. Everything else you said was more or less true, but the amount of false or exaggerated claims ruins your credibility in general. Overprime is more developed, which should be concerning considering how unoptimized and janky some of the characters and interactions can be. The complex macro you were talking about doesn't really mean much without a concrete example. I'm glad. Explains his competitive background before making the worst comparison. After playing 5 to 6 hours of Pred and 200 to 300 hours of OP, I'm giving my unbiased opinion. I am so glad that he is getting just eviscerated in the comments, dude. The comments are better formulated than the video. This never happens. A YouTube comment section where people have brain cells? Like, what is this? What does it say about his video and all the comments are articulately ripping your video to shreds? Why even make a scripted and edited video when you can just be like, mod graphics, bro, for 10 minutes and then just paste it on YouTube? I mean, like, I paste my fucking live Twitch shit on YouTube, but, I don't know, for something like this, if I was grading a game, I would want to at least put the name of the person whose gameplay footage I was watching. He did have the video paused for the first half, so he probably was just watching it on stream. Yeah, but like if I'm gonna port it to YouTube, I'd be like, I was watching a video from like this fucking guy, you know? I'm not biased, bro, I swear, I played the game. He astral projected the gameplay. Fuck, dude. Unlike Elion, I really tried both games. Got about 100 hours in each, and I never played the original Paragon. I changed my mind on Pred. I thought it was better than OP, but now I think it's not. Pred has smoother and better gameplay. By this I mean animations are better, physics are better. You don't see weird things like being stuck over a mob when you jump, or teleport like you do in Overprime. The teleport is better. Again, better animations and physics when you fall. Pred does a better job at using the verticality of the map. Predecessor looks better and feels better when you play, but that's about it. I don't like the macro, I don't like the slow pace and the free ward for all. I do like the sentry system. Having to choose between a ward or being able to see them is pretty cool. Overprime is just more fun, more balanced, and has more balanced items. Pred crit items are ridiculous. In short, you don't have to choose between crit, attack speed, lifesteal, on-hit damages, or pen in Pred, which is really nuts. If you think hunters are too strong in Overprime, don't even go to Pred, because on top of that, they have a way smaller AA movement penalty. Predecessor seems to have better servers, but I would argue that they just don't have as many players. Ironic now, though. I truly hope that Predecessor will rise in the future because they have better gameplay and it's way less buggy and clunky than in Overprime. But for now, if I had to answer a friend asking me what to choose, I'd say go Overprime. It's free, fun, and more advanced overall in development. I feel like that was even more put together than this dude's video, dude. AA's auto attack? Oh, okay.
Yeah. When you auto attack in Predecessor, you get slowed down. That's just what that's essentially saying.
Oh, okay.
And also, carry's in a really shit spot for Predecessor. And it's not because it's bad, it's because it takes too long to come online, but when it does come online, it's really easy to 1v5 a team fight.
Yeah.
There's no, like, middle ground.
Jesus. At least with Kier, we get to the point and about 10 others quickly without waffling about nothing. I don't know, I'm a tangent streamer. I feel like I waffle quite a bit. Just go back and forth. We're multi-story drifting, dude. Nice video on why I shouldn't play Overprime. Oh my god. Is this the actual channel guy replying? Me and Weekend stomped for like 2 days straight. The devs said they would refund me, not Steam. He even talked to the devs directly, but they don't answer fast enough, apparently. Once you're online, you 1v5. Well, Nim tries to 1v multiple people, and then remembers, oh yeah, my support being with me is kind of what keeps me alive. You love waffles. Can we have bacon too? I also love waffles. You said I should go to the Overprime Reddit, right? Was there something specific on the subreddit that I should look at?
No.
Bloop. Destroy your stone on junglers. Discord. Is there a Discord? Some kind of LFG? Ranged characters are too strong. Doesn't matter how hard I carry. No matter how much I carry in my games, my teammates are bots that don't check Prime and Spirit, so they feed their brains out. Hey, fucking welcome to MOBAs, dude. As early as 5 minutes. Overprime open cup. Why am I constantly getting stuck on this screen? Towers and minions need a buff. Pick order in ranked. One player dominating games. Sometimes I want to quit. 2v5. Top December game in his Steam replay. Blurry looking game. Broken Linux. Placement broken. Enjoying the game. Chimera's Wrath volume coming in 2023. Is this guy fucking writing fanfiction? What's happening? Steam Deck, matchmaking, feasting on the enemy. I don't really know. Am I downloading this game right now? Are you making me install this game?
Sure, why not?
I don't know if I have like the brain cells to play a MOBA right now, but I can fucking try.
We're not here to be competent. We're here to judge the game.
I mean, I guess that's true. We can just put on our mmobites shoes. 2v5, remember a league match you had that was literally that? Jesus. Great, all this talk about MOBAs, and you've reinstalled League. Why League? When you could play something better, though. Let's go to the store. It has become game time. I didn't want to install Overprime. Paragon the Overprime, let's touch it. Let's touch it, dude. I really hate their map. Early access, play game. Disk space required, 7 gigabits. I got 92 available. We're fucking fine. We're fucking fine. Why did they yassify Twin Blast?
Oh! 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 I found it! Oh, I found it.
Here all I'm saying is, what's the point of sharing your passwords? You should just break up after cheating rather than going through all that trouble for something that's over.
Vash. Vash, the amount of hatred that I hold for you in my heart is vast and insurmountable. Thank you for the $1. Thank you for the $1. Man wants that stabbing. I have a fucking... Look at how they yassified my boy, dude. Look at his face. He's so smooth. A Korean skincare routine. I wanted to click on it and hopefully see the image, but there's no image here. I do like this, though. This is something Azure Lane does, where they, like, show the names of people who acted like little bitches. And I think we need more of that, right? I think we need more of, here's the wall of shame. That's an ugly Twin Blast. Scroll down. I don't think they're gonna have the Twin Blast image again. How anyone can agree to this privacy policy? Oh yeah, there was the fucking privacy policy issues as well for a while. User agreement and comment. Ah, shit, dude. I don't even remember what the user agreement bullshit was. Now I have to look that up before I fucking play this game. What are they doing with my information? What is Overprime doing here? Overprime Paragon end user agreement. Was it a tier 0 permission? I don't know. Revisions to the privacy policy. Okay, alright. Predecessor fanboys are review bombing Overprime. Read the in-game TOS about data collection. Here's another one about the fucking thingy. What is this? What is this? I'm clicking on it. Alright, let's see if this gives us the information I'm looking for. Hello, this is Paragon the Overprime. We apologize for the inclusion of content that may have caused confusion regarding the personal information processing policy that Warriors agreed to at the time of pre-download. We recognize that we should have approached this matter from the perspective of Warriors rather than simply ensuring that the content was legally compliant. We realize this has caused confusion. We will take the time to reflect on the situation and work on being more cautious in the future so that we may provide service from the perspective of Warriors rather than simply making clarifying statements. We are grateful to those of you who have continued to enjoy the game. To address the concerns that have been raised, we'll be removing the following items from the privacy policy. The following are the contents of the personal information processing policy that was exposed only to Warriors in countries other than Korea and Japan. Account number, copy of bank book. What? TIN, tax identification number. These are specific to BTS Universe and will be removed. Mailing address, user records including phone number, billing address, credit or debit card information, gender for identification, internet or other similar network activity, internet activity including interactions with browser history, websites, emails, applications, or advertisements. Please note that items 3 to 6 are not actually collected by us, but were included as examples. They will be removed. Once again, we apologize for any inconvenience we may have caused. Thank you for your understanding. Why? Why were they collecting your bank account and your tax identification numbers? What the fuck? Who are we doxing? Wait, they were stealing your tax number? A fucking apparently, dude. What the hell? Why don't they just chip you with all that shit? Yeah, but Overprime's definitely better than Predecessor. I was sure I'd play both Pred and Paragon the Overprime, but reading the TOS in-game today made my skin crawl. They gather so much of your info just by playing the game, and they sell it to third parties. Make sure you're comfortable with that before you accept. Before you say, do you even use the internet? That's an awful argument. Refrain from using it. Just because you don't take care of your privacy while you use the internet doesn't mean that I don't or others shouldn't. Blah, 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 blah. Genshin Impact is Chinese-based, Overprime is Korean-based. That alone, they have massive differences in privacy enforcing. Netmarble is huge. I doubt they're going to do something dumb like that. We just read their apology. What do you mean? What do you mean? One info, please. The words of Maxor, the game is free, and so is the porn. You are the product. Paragon the Overprime, privacy policy, why you shouldn't be worried. Cool, still plays more like Smite Arenas than a MOBA. Video is already late, and I was bothered by the amount of people accusing Netmarble of stealing and selling data. Well, they apologized for it, though. If they weren't doing it, why did they apologize? We won't use your info for evil. I don't know, dude. That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. Can I like look at the user agreement now? Is that like on Steam? Where's the EULA? One friend recommends against the game, in-app purchases, Steam is learning. Here we go. Overprime EULA. Purpose. I guess where would it be in the EULA? I never read this shit, dude. It's never we did a bad, it's always we got caught, honestly. Amendments, dispute. Yeah, it looks like they kind of took out everything they said they would. Redditors being Reddit and rationalizing bad corporate behavior. Name a more iconic duo, dude. Sorry, we got caught. Let's just remove the EULA bit about that and keep going. Yeah? I don't know where in the EULA it would be, because it doesn't have anything under the limited use license. You agree and acknowledge that all rights, ownership, and intellectual properties related to the game software, blah, 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 are owned by the company. License condition and restrictions. You may not commercially use or distribute any part of the game software. Game software updates and patches. Epilepsy warning. Limited warranty. Limitations and damages. It wouldn't be there either. Term and termination. User license shall remain in effect for as long as you use the game software. Terms of use, privacy policy, player sanctions policy, injunction. You agree that the company shall have the right to take any necessary action without bond deposit, other collateral, or evidence, blah, blah, blah. Any act of modifying or changing the service, any act of achieving abnormal level of game items, indemnification, it wouldn't be there, dispute resolution, amendments. Yeah, I can't find anything about like data in the EULA that's on Steam. The info was sold to West Taiwan the moment they got their hands on it. Most likely situation is they paid some local lawyer to draft up a generic software EULA and then copy pasted it. Well, like, that's why I want to know where people were getting the other EULA stuff. User agreement and comment. Nah, man, there are so many negative reviews. So many fucking negative reviews, dude. But yeah, I can't find any information on what the EULA is now besides that, like, barren one. And it doesn't look... I hate... Is Overprime made by Paragon? I hate that they have that fucking name. It makes me so upset. Ugh. Asking too many questions. Just consume. I might have to tap out a little early here. Because I've been feeling kind of like sick to my stomach for like an hour. And I've been trying to go on. And I've been enjoying my time. But I don't feel... My voice, yeah, my voice is kind of lessening as well, even though I've been drinking. I'm trying to still stream even though I'm sick. I hate taking time off. Do I have the vomit drawer? I have a vomit bucket. I have a vomit bucket. Nim and I will have to do a fucking Overprime Predecessor comparison stream.
Uninstall the game.
Don't uninstall. I installed it. I used dick space.
It's uninstalled.
Go
now.
crap your brains out. It's not even like that. I feel like vomiting. Pass your COVIDs to chat. I don't want you to get sick, chat. Ending the stream early is fine. Take care of yourselves. I'm glad you guys don't mind too much. I hate ending early. I'm fucking sick still. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's see who's alive right now.
Barely you, it sounds like. Jesus Christ.
Oh god, barely me. Stop forcing myself to keep going, Dumby. You're a Dumby!
I told her to take a day off, and she's like, no, I like streaming.
I like streaming! It's like I like you guys or something. I don't know, dude.
Nyaru is on Tarkov.
No. I have a couple of people. I have a couple of people here that I can go to. Friendly Guy's got drops on, dude. Haven't seen Friendly Guy in a hot heckin' minute.
Ooh, whoa.
Did Kier drop dead again? I'm fucking dead. I'm so fucking dead. I know. So clingy. No, but seriously, get some rest. That's true. That's true, dude. That's very true. I'm gonna say hello to Friendly Guy because it's been a hot minute since I've said hello to him, and I like the way Friendly Guy plays the game. He channels my inner love hearts. Oh, is he fucking Steven today though? He looks like he might be a Steven.
It's just Steve, not Steven. Why you giving him the wrong name?
Because Steven is like the formal way of saying Steve.
It's like people saying the formal way of my name. Like, no, that's not how it is.
Yeah, that is how it is. Fuck you.
No, my birth certificate has my name on it.
I don't care what your birth certificate says. My word is what matters here. Nimothy. Yeah, that's his full name. Nimothy. So I'm gonna raid heckin' Friendly Guy. I haven't said hello to him in a hot fucking minute. I'm gonna say hello to the friendly mans. Nimroid. I don't like that. It's like Alex is short for Alexander. Imagine breaking out a name that long, dude. But I'm gonna skip the end slide as well. I hope you understand. I will still read names. Still gonna name read. Still gonna read names. We're unpaused. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for hanging out with me, even though I sound like shit and I'm still sick. Hopefully you still had a nice time spending time with me. We'll play stuff on Friday. Friday I might finish Mirror Forge, if I'm not still dead. If I have a voice, I'll mirror forge. If I don't have a voice, I say let's go fucking Gex again, dude. Let's do that. Fox love, chat love. Yes, Nim.
I said Gex.
Oh, I thought you said my name.
What?
Thank you,
Are you
guys.
a gecko?
I am Gecko. Thank you guys for heckin' hanging out with me. You're so fucking cute. We're gonna raid Friendly Guy. He's being a Steven, so he's actually touching people's tatas today. Thank you, everyone, for heckin' hanging out. So we'll see if somebody gets a cute raid message that I can copy. My brain isn't working. Use your brain cells, cause I have none. Thank you, heckin' A10 Thundery, a dude named John, Admiral Billow, Akuma Toka, Animate Acumen, Anti-Skill Shot, Orantius, Arnold Newem, Bitos, Baziwan 88, Bear in the Woods, Bingo Bango Tango Mango, Blank Clotre, Care Bang Banog 565, Carther 1594, Cat Waffle, Celador Mythica, Chank Sao Tome, Death Knight RZ, Dropkick Flop 1, Dulark, El Ringo, Emperor's Rage, Ghastly Guest, Gelfirth, Goombus, Gruff Bell Tower, Guanaco 14878, Guedez Zero, Hikilos, Hikimoto, Hijeb, I Am Binary Mind, J Bush, Lars Sad Bro, LX Keck, Mast Kuko, Mostly Well, Netero 7777, Oh Sugoi, Orange Crowbar Man, Pillage, Revile, Saint X, Skewky, Smooth Bandit 9, Son of Boog, So Zaze, Stale 451, Steve Rose, Steamer Psychosis, Talondex, The Smiling Reaper, The Red Hunter, Trigger Point, Tsukino Kaji, Ugly Puppy, Umbra Asterim, Vash PP, Zen Lar 1984, Mindbreak, Ziz 39808, Zarvin, Zek Jala, Zizzy because why not, and Zuto Luca. I'm gonna go with the Dead Fox raid. I don't have AIDS, man. What the hell? That's not my community. Oh god, I can't copy it. Dead Fox. I'm a dead fox, dude. I'm a dead ass fox. Raid that Friendly Guy. Friendly Guy has always been super fucking sweet to me. Even throughout all the times I did not play Tarkov, he still brought his community over here. Still shouted me out all the time. This man is fucking lovely. He's sweet as fuck. Please give him some love. Big loves on the Friendly Guy. And thank you everyone for hanging out again. I will see you in Discord over the next few days. And back here on Friday. Hopefully with less sickness. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. Sorry again for ending early. Bye-bye.